Hello baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Homer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Honkai Star Rail. And we're starting today with the Dan Heng story that happens, I guess, during the time when we're heading towards our mission in the main mission. So let's check it out here. This is the team we'll use today. I could use, Xing and Stel, but since it's like combat focused, I might continue using this team. And I actually like adore this team a lot as well. I really do adore this team.
So this is the Loufu's ambrosial arbor. It's my first time seeing it.
Oh, I'm just so happy we get more of this trio, by the way.
Aren't you a Cloud Knight?
Cloud Knights don't visit the ambrosial arbor without a reason. Plus, I'm new here.
Okay. It's a good piece of information.
The Loufu's plague mark is a tree, while the Yao Qing's is a moon. I think we got the better one.
Yeah, I suppose, like, I think they're both, like, to me, like, trees and the moon, like, you know, very ethereal, beautiful. You know, they feel, like, very, close to, like, magic and stories as well, right? Especially, like, with JRPGs as I grew up, like, they were, like, trees and trees and the moon were big parts of, like, magic and stuff like that. I still think nowadays, like, in a lot of, like, magical stories, they are, I think.
I heard that the ambrosial arbor shriveled and died a long time ago. How could it suddenly spring back to life and start growing again?
Sanctus Medicus, with a mixture of, Fantilia.
The influence of the Stellaron. There's no time for explanations. We must return to the Ten Lords Commission. I'm wounded. I need your assistance in getting there. Once we get to Star Skiff Jetty, you can go your separate ways.
Okay, it's no worries, like. It's no worries at all.
Well, there's nothing else for it. We're duty-bound to help the Ten Lords Commission.
Yeah, like it's and we're probably, you know, we're gonna be heading there anyway, right? Let's talk to everyone before we go.
Sorry. All Cloud Knights answer to the Ten Lords Commission. Duty calls.
It's perfectly fine, Sushang.
Apologies for asking you to stick with me a bit longer. I'll treat you guys when I get you back to safety.
Don't worry about it whatsoever. I'm not a Cloud Knight.
I guess you could slip away and find a safe spot to hide. I'll come back and get you once I've sent her on her
No,
way.
we can't break the fellowship. In that case...
Come on, together is better.
Dan Heng trying everything to separate himself. It's an optional goal.
I did not expect such a short journey to be filled with so many twists and turns. How does it feel, Master Dan Heng, to be a subject of the Ten Lords Commission?
Oh my god, you've no idea. It's a pleasure, but honestly, you've no idea what's coming next, honestly.
A good answer. Short and to the point. It would seem I've been unsuccessful in detangling myself of matters thus far.
Hopefully we get to, like, talk more to Loucha, right?
I suggest we hasten to Starskiff Jetty and send this judge of the Ten Lords Commission on her way. We must continue our own journeys as soon as possible.
I do love that that's, like, a part of this where he's, like, you know, he's not being rude, but he is kind of like, hey, look, listen, let's just, like, find a way to slip out and get rid of her in the nicest way possible so we can continue our journey, you know? Which does make sense, you know? It's like we have to, like, you know, we have our own stuff to do as well.
You look familiar.
I think you're mistaken.
Maybe.
Do you recognize this as like one of the, I guess the carnations of, Long?
I ran your facial profile against the records in the shackling prison just now. Indeed, there were no matches to be found.
Okay. Talk to your teammates. Is that like... Did I not do that? Are they not my teammates, or are they talking about my...
Sorry. Apologies. Not a smart way to operate. Come on, together.
Wait, is it... Hold on. Do they literally mean my teammates? Do I have to, like, look at the phone or something? Like, I don't get that. Optional talk to your teammates. Are they not my teammates? Okay. I guess let's keep going.
I don't think this is the way.
I know. I was just testing you. Okay, let's head down here then. I don't know why it says optional to talk to your teammates to gain an understanding of the situation. I wonder, I genuinely wonder if it is a situation where it's like, they mean that we have to talk to our other teammates or something?
How does it feel, Master?
Unless we have to do all the different options.
A good answer. Short and to the point. I suggest we...
You look familiar. Don't be nervous. I ran your facial
Yeah,
profile.
same thing you said before. Okay, let's keep going. I don't know exactly what that means, but we'll keep going.
Hey, wait for us!
Maybe it's complete now, I guess?
You're the first 10 Lords Commission judge I've met. What do you guys do exactly?
Our work concerns the Mara struck and the lifespans of long-life species.
Oh, hopefully you'll be the last one I meet for a while
It's like,
then.
that stuff is pretty scary.
Indeed.
Be careful, everyone.
I do wish that we got to like play as these three again, because it's so fun to like have like trial characters, but like I understand that they want you to like, since it is like a combat domain, they probably want you to be on your like best work. You know what I mean? I'm totally like okay with that.
Lend me your strength. You're not going anywhere.
I'll see you.
When I finished last week's main quest, one of the things I remember hearing from like a lot of people, not just like in the comments, but like even in like the Patreon and stuff like this as well, and like, you know, everywhere there was like a conversation of like, we're here already, and I don't know what it is, like, because the thing is like Balebog was amazing, and Xianzhou was amazing too. But it's really interesting that, like, you know, this one, like, went by and it felt like it went by really fast. But I don't think it was any shorter than Balebog, right? I mean, and I wonder if it is, it could be a thing where there's so many, like, different moving parts. They swap back between different stories all the time. It could be that, too, that makes it feel like, dynamic in that way. You know, I could say, you know, time flies when we're having fun, but, you know, I don't want to assume anything. I'm having fun. You know what I mean? For me, I'm having fun. We should have done this in the first day, shouldn't we? Yeah.
You'll pay for this.
Bam. Like, I don't want to assume anything for you guys, you know? I'm having fun for sure.
You get it now? That's the power of the Cloud Knights.
Whereabouts are you going from here? Here? Man, this place is so beautiful as well. I always look back to when we first entered here.
There's still a civilian out here.
Well, do you want me to get him? One swing and he's gone. I still remember when we first came here, there was a bunch of crates and it was like oh, look at that over there. And it was like the delivery stuff and you know, like the cargo crates. And I thought that it was going to be like a city made of cargo crates. And I was like, that's pretty interesting, I guess. You know, it's like, that's pretty interesting. Then we saw like a city that was more beautiful than you could ever imagine.
I fear not death.
Oh, it's Khonshu!
For the fate of the Artisanship Commission now rests entirely on my shoulders.
With Deeting as well?
Not a chance. Asai, escape while you still can. There's no hope of the Cloud Knights arriving now. As darkness falleth, think not what is just. To this old man entrust your hopes. You must.
He seems like he's going through a lot, huh? He definitely seems like he's going through a lot.
Don't try to be a hero.
Asai, since when were you able to
Oh, Khonshu!
Hey, do I sound like a dog to you?
Yeah, that's Sushang.
No! My apologies, miss. No wonder I was confused. I never installed a human speech module in the little guy. No.
It's so funny because when I first met Khonshu, I was like legit just like, this guy, I feel I'm going to dislike him a lot. And then by the end of the story, it's like, this guy's brilliant. Like, this guy is like actually like a brilliant, like dude. You know what I mean? It was like really like a shocking turnaround in the space of like 2 hours.
But what is the meaning of this? I'm the only one left here. The apprentices all fled. You should probably do the same.
You just said there's no hope of the Cloud Knights arriving. I happen to be a Cloud Knight. Wouldn't you call this a timely arrival?
Yeah, look, we have a Cloud Knight here.
Come with us for now. I'll take care of things here later.
That won't do. As a senior artisan,
Oh, man.
I can't just abandon my post.
Khonshu, come on.
Looks like we're gonna have to resort to unconventional methods. Are you gonna come with us willingly? Or do I have to ask the guy behind me to carry you in his white death box?
Loucha carrying him in the coffin?
Can you give me a moment to consider those options?
He's genuinely shaking.
Now, move it!
That was a good... Honestly, Sushang is a very nice person, very sweet, but I love how, like, seriously she takes her job to the point that she will literally offer... Oh, wait, we could, like... Wait, track the target. I love how, like, Sushang literally was just basically threatened him with, like, hey, either get in the box or nothing. Either you walk with us or you get in the box.
Eternal
The dead return!
I heard, excuse me, I heard eternal sleep is not the end. I know I heard that. It was a bit of a bit of scuzzlebutt, a bit of news, bit of gossip. I was at the water cooler the other day with some friends. Hey, did you hear eternal sleep wasn't the end? And my friend just like literally roared at the top of his lungs for some reason. The dead return. And like he's fired now.
Miss Cloud Knight, why did the General send you out here all alone?
The extent of the disaster means the Cloud Knights are short on manpower. But don't worry, I'll keep you safe.
You should see how tough Sushang is, Gonshu. She's a beast. Oh. I was trying to run away from it, but no, they got me, yeah. Because I had the wrong character.
Still in denial? I shall be the judge.
We don't need this, but like, you know, we get such a recharge so fast sometimes. Like, I probably will regret using this, but it's okay. But whatever boss we fight in the end, we're gonna have like multiple recharges, so it's not like it's that big of a deal. You know what I mean?
You're not going
This
anywhere.
battle is unavoidable.
It's not gonna make or break our lives.
No more playing night.
It'd be cool if buffs carried over to the next battle, but that's like, you know, that doesn't even happen in like any JRPG I play, any turn-based RPG I play, so to expect that would be very, very crazy. Well, if it isn't our old friend, Abomination. Okay, he doesn't seem to want to fight. I feel kind of bad. Not at all, I don't feel bad. You kidding me? Can't be playing favorite sides, because if we get rid of one of them,
Take this.
we get rid of all of them. By the way, if I ever say lads, in Ireland that's like a general neutral term. It's the same thing as people saying, hey guys, you know what I mean? In Ireland it's like lads, you know? It's like for any gender.
You'll pay for this.
You, Choco.
I think I'm in a bit of a giddy mood today. This might not be good.
You're not going
This
anywhere.
might not be good. Who knows?
This is as far as
Oh. Man, that always
more
happens.
steps and we're at the main gate. Thank you for escorting me. We must go our separate ways.
How good is like the level design and the world design in this game that like I actually remember this place as we enter this? The first place we met Gonshu at the time, right?
It's just a few steps away. You're not leaving with us?
Everyone has their duties and obligations. From the day I joined the Artisanship Commission, I've been taking care of the ins and outs of its operations without a day's rest. And today is no exception. The apprentices fled, as they should have. But I cannot let them see their master flee from peril. This is as far as I go with you. I must see what more I can do for the Artisanship Commission.
So Gonshu's gonna stay behind.
Master Gongshu.
No use in trying to talk me out of it, young miss. This old man cherishes his life. He won't do anything rash. On your way now.
So does this Gonshu turns his back around against you alongside Deating staring into the Artisanship Commission adamantly.
Everyone has their duties. Let's go.
Makes sense, yeah? But like, is this then before, remember when we met him before? Remember? When we like met him on this bridge, is that like where we met him? Or is this like after that? When we met him with Stell and gang?
You still have more to do, no? onward. I can't just abandon the commission. I must think of a way to solve all this.
Because I was thinking that this took place after we talked to Kafka. But that might not be the case. Right? I don't know. We'll see. Well, not that it matters too much, but yeah.
It doesn't look like it wants to let us through. Do you think if I yell at it, it could scare
You could
it off?
try.
I doubt that. I think Atsai is the only one here still taking orders from people.
Any ideas?
Fight it?
I've got one. Bring it down.
Dodhun could be cool, right? I mean, he's always cool. Like, you know, he has a very cool demeanor.
You know, you're getting less silent and more deadly by the minute. Sounds good. Let's get it.
This is why I love this trio, man. I need more of it. It's such a fun trio. Now, it will never replace the original trio, right? Dodhun, Stel, and March together are like my favorite things in the world. But it definitely is like one of my favorite trios as well, and I need more of it.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Let me... Take this! Rise, Venus!
We didn't do the right order here, but it's okay. We're still gonna do some good damage. Oh no, I guess we still get more hits in anyway, so it's fine. And then we're gonna get like a multi-attack now anyway.
Receive divinity. Eternal sleep. The dead return!
And we broke the ones on the side, which means we'll have to recover from break as well. I don't like. I'm wondering, like, we recover from break though. Sometimes like they still get to attack anyway, so like sometimes the recovery isn't like the same as it would be like in another RPG. But then again, like, you know, it doesn't. Again, it's a small thing. It doesn't bother me at all. You know, it's not like, oh man, I don't get like an extra turn here.
To guard and defend.
Because sometimes they'll recover from break or recover from frozen and they'll just start attacking. But the only benefit that we have with that is I believe that when we recover from those ailments, we can also just like go straight into another attack. So like it's a fair trade-off, I think.
So, are judges all loners? You don't seem to have any backup.
Judges of the Ten Lords Commission have always acted independently, each carrying out their duty in solitude. However, I have a younger sister. You remind me of her.
Oh. I do love like that's one of the good things about like Honkai as well. When you see characters together, you really see like how strong their personalities are. How different like Su Shang's approach to things are from the judge's approach to things are, right? Su Shang's a little bit more like, while she takes her job seriously, she's very casual in tone in a lot of ways too, as compared to the judge here as well. Yeah, we were here before with Stelnol, right? Yeah, I loved seeing the contrast. I wonder how long this like, because I feel that this could end at any moment.
The rebirth of the Ambrosial Arbor was bound to bring calamity. The Cloud Knights must be at the Alchemy Commission, next to the Arbor. You should head the same way. Thank you for ensuring my safety on this journey.
No problem.
I will report this good deed to the Ten Lords. And if the opportunity arises, I will return the favor.
We're glad we could help. She mentioned the Cloud Knights were at the Alchemy Commission. I should find a ship and regroup with my unit. What about you?
I suppose we're still trying to find, yeah. We're trying to head towards in the direction at this point towards Stel, right?
Aw, you just can't bear to see me
Of course
go,
not.
huh? Come on then, let's go together.
The fellowship continues.
We are most grateful, Miss Su Shang.
But of course, Loucha's plan and our plan is to slip away at some point, and Loucha does like help us slip away, or at least give us the motivation to slip away. Oh, this is complete. Okay, because I was thinking like the last one was around this length as well, and I've been recording for like 20 minutes. Okay, right? Pretty cool quest, and I think it's actually like like one of those things that like I like having like a little bit of context in between each mission, you know? Yeah, this has been a really fun place. I love the way they break up the gameplay like this with these little quests here as well. I love the way they do the companion quests too, but I think that people said that there's going to be a thing where they like integrate them into the actual story at some point, which I can totally understand, because I feel like there is probably like a thing where they, like the companion quests to me have been amazing, but like if they do integrate them into the story as well, it's gonna be no difference because I do them like in that order anyway, right? So like whatever way they do them, it's not gonna be that big of a deal to me. Let's then head to the Xianzhou Loufu seat of the Divine Foresight.
Can you wait a little moment? The Master Diviner will be here soon.
And we're back. Wait, so Dodhug's back to normal. Okay.
She's temporarily taken on the General's responsibilities. Before meeting you, she must make the current situation known and fortify public spirit.
For sure.
This is her first real test as a General. I hope she can get used to it.
No, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
I don't think I can ever get used to this.
Here we go. So this is our first, like, big, like, official thing.
It's a pleasure to see you all here today.
It's a pleasure to see you.
Collating casualties and losses. Dispatching forces to round up the remnants of the disciples. Now I know what Jingliu meant when he said, the highest throne faces the strongest wins.
There's a lot of especially with like sometimes it's especially in modern times it's not always the truest thing, because I think like a lot of people like, and I don't think Fishuan's even saying this, like everyone has like such big responsibilities, but like in this sense as well, you know, it's like that thing, it's like heavy is the head that wears the crown. It's like once you actually get to the point where you are the one who's like the most important in your whole field, now everyone depends on you. Now everyone's looking towards you to, you know, for guidance, to do all these different activities. Like all this stuff can be very, very, you know, and especially like in terms of this stuff here, because obviously like nowadays like there's CEOs that don't do anything, you know what I mean? But like it's actually like really here you can definitely tell that Jingliu did so much. But obviously like a freaking war is different from a billion-dollar company. But you're enjoying yourself, right? Share your troubles with me? The smile on her face.
Generalship is no trifling matter. It is a duty one must
And
bear.
I think Fushuan is like probably like excited. Fushuan is probably excited to like bear this responsibility. Not like excited as in like happy, but like this is what they've always wanted. This is what they've always wanted.
I think she actually really enjoys it.
Yeah, I think this is what they've wanted all along.
Master Diviner, have you...
Look at Don Hung, by the way.
And complain?
He's still so pretty. Like he's the prettiest character in the world. But like it's so cool to like see him just like without the dragon stuff now. I guess the video horror stuff.
Of course not. On the contrary, I am eager to thank you all in my official capacity as acting general of the Loufu. Now that things have drawn to a conclusion, it is time to reward you.
I got to see two versions of Pretty Don Hung. That was a reward enough, Fushuan. It's okay.
Ooh, all those benefits that the general promised. They're finally here.
Mark's so excited.
Yippee!
As she should be excited, right? We did a lot.
Yes. The Astral Express has braved great evil for the Loufu. Your devotion is evident. After discussions with the 6 charioteers, you are henceforth sworn allies of the Loufu. Within the Loufu's jurisdiction,
Wait.
you are to be treated with the highest standard of diplomatic protocol.
Fantastic. This is what Kafka wanted. This is what Elio wanted. 110%.
On behalf of the Astral Express,
You know what I mean?
I would like to thank you, Master Diviner.
Elio saw this. Wanted this. Kafka wanted this. Blade wanted this.
Oh, wow. Nothing tangible then? But at least it sounds pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, like having these guys as allies is not a bad thing.
Now that things have been expressed, I still have something to discuss with you. Please, this
More
way.
discussion. Out of earshot, I guess?
Seriously? Thanking us like that and then immediately sending us on another mission?
Mark just saying probably the right things here. But look, it's like, you know, It's the life of a trailblazer.
It's not a mission. The Stellaron Crisis, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus Rebellion, the Arbor's resurrection, not to mention the Antimatter Legion infiltrating the Loufu.
Okay.
All of these incidents need reporting at the highest level for investigation.
So you need us to report it?
It's just that, having been in the middle of everything, I'm struggling to keep an accurate perspective. I would appreciate if you could go through it all with me, so that I can reacquaint myself with a finer detail.
Okay, that's fine. There's no problem with that. No problem with that whatsoever.
So, where should we
Are we
begin?
recapping the story? I mean, like, honestly, like, I'm not opposed to when they do this at all. Like, I'm not. Like, it's one of those things where, like, I know, like, some people might be like, well, no, I know the story, you know? And, like, yeah, I know the story, too. I could talk about all this stuff as well. I could. Like, I'd probably, like, at length now. But it's one of those things as well where I feel like it's always good to, like, refresh yourself, even if you already know the stuff, you know?
It appears that Vantilia was the mastermind behind it all. The Xianzhou warred with the Antimatter Legion in the past, and ever since we have kept a watchful eye on their
Look
movements.
at this image, by the way. Freaking insane.
Few could have foreseen the insidious tactics employed in the execution of their assaults. The Lord Ravager slithered in unnoticed, clandestinely plotting and machinating, and surreptitiously bestowed a Stellaron upon the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. This heinous act instigated an uprising aimed at luring the Loufu into a perilous trap of self-destruction.
Yeah, which is what, Fantilia wants.
The present danger posed by the Legion clearly demands a reevaluation. We should proceed cautiously.
I think that's smart, right? I think it's smart to, like, the danger is closer than we even thought. It's still probably here. There's other people that are probably part of the Antimatter Legion that are still here in the Loufu. That's terrifying, right? Because if you can't trust Ting Young, who, like, yes, showed a lot of signs, that they were, like, I guess Antimatter Legion, or that they were obsessed with the Arbor. But it was also, like, this thing where, like, they were well liked, you know what I mean? They were well liked, and they were very good at giving off a very casual demeanor as well. Let's talk about the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus.
When the ambrosial arbor was severed by the Rainbow Arbiter thousands of years ago, the abundance became a taboo. Those within the Alchemy Commission, the original masters of the so-called Way of Immortality, were ruined at a stroke. The Commission became a shadow of its former
And this is when they went from being, like, near, like, deities to being just, like, regular alchemists, right?
Presumably, from that moment on, the seeds of discord for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus had already
Makes so much
been
sense.
planted. Some of them were willing to work with the enemy, acquiring a Stellaron from the Antimatter Legion to try and revive the abundance.
It's interesting because, like, this is something that, like, I feel like is very common throughout history. Someone will lose a battle or something like that, and even in our lifetime, and they become very, like, bitter with the situation that they were left in, you know? It's like a situation where you're kind of like the loser in the situation. And in some cases, like, it's like they needed to be stopped, you know what I mean? And in some cases, it's like, a loser, someone who loses a battle who, didn't have the resources in the first place to win that battle. It's very, very, very interesting in that way. It's like, and I feel like it always leads to more, discord. As I said here, the seeds for discord, the Sanctus Medicus have already been planted. War and suffering and violence in that sense, it always leads to more war. You know what I mean? It always leads to more battles. It always leads to something else, Ireland got its independence, and it went into and ended its rebellion against, quote unquote, ended its rebellion against England, and then went into a civil war after that lasted, decades. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane how, like, that, like, it's one thing ends, but then, like, the smoke doesn't clear completely ever,
They succeeded.
Look at this.
But why would Fantilia's objective to be to realize their wishes? Those traitors gained nothing. They betrayed the Xianzhou only to become sacrificial offerings in the Lord Ravager's grand scheme.
So that's an interesting thing to leave it on, right? Like, what did they get out of this? They became sacrifices, like Don Shu, right? Don Shu met an end Because I was like thinking, I was even thinking to myself, like, is this the end of, you know, Don Shu or whatever? And like, yeah, and I feel like maybe that's like they're trying to drive this home as well. Like, what happened here? They got barely anything in the end from our perception, right? In the end, it's like, why would you do this? Like, you got nothing from the end of this. It's interesting, right? Like, they betrayed the Xianzhou and became sacrificial offerings for the large Ravenger's grand scheme. I wonder if a lot of them just felt like they were being part of something bigger or something, because we know a lot of them do feel vulnerable and feel like they have to, like, be part of something bigger to be fulfilled in life. I don't know. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Let's discuss the Stellaron Hunters.
The Stellaron Hunters.
Look at this image.
You know just as little. But in the Matrix of Prescience, I saw a prophecy that Kafka received from Destiny's slave. Elio foresaw all manner of possibilities for the Loufu.
We know that Elio has seen a number of different paths. Kafka has confirmed in some way that destiny is not predetermined, but like whatever path you end up will be the right path. Like in the end, there's no other way of looking at it, or at least the path that you're supposed to be on is the one you end up in the end. Even if you can like kind of like change things by going like not even change things, you just know like which path you take. Because it's weird. It's not like you're going to change things. It's more that like you're doing things that set you on a different path, right? You know what I mean? It's like a choose your own adventure game almost. But all the paths at the end are predetermined at the end.
Based on what Kafka knows, and despite everything being under the control of Elio, that prophecy is indeed the most beneficial future for the Loufu. The Stellaron Hunters walked right into our trap, and even gifted allies, in the form of yourselves,
yep,
to the Xianzhou. That might sound selfish,
I mean,
but I hope the feeling is mutual.
But I mean, that's what happened. Like they want us to be friends. They made us friends.
Now that the future has come true, the Xianzhou has discovered the Legion's intentions, and with everyone's help, has imposed a crushing defeat on Phantilia.
Yep. Legitimately, like, it's crazy. Kafka, Elio, Blade, the Stellaron Hunters brought us together, and because of that, Phantilia was given a defeat. You know what I mean? And like, that's why the Stellaron Hunters are so cool. We learned so much about them in the last episode with the Kafka story. But they're so freaking cool, and they have such a deep lore to them. I got a bunch of information, like, just by looking at the different choices that you can get from the Kafka mission. And what's so interesting is that, like, even though we got, like, so much, I felt like I didn't even scratch the surface. I feel like I didn't even, like, dig my claws in at all. Very cool to recap this.
That we may. But as logical as things might seem, there are still many details about which we're uncertain.
110%.
For example, how was the Stellaron brought onto the Xianzhou? And who sent it onto Scale Gorge Waterscape? How many disciples of Sanctus Medicus still remain at large? All of this is a mystery. Thus far, we've done our best.
Yeah, and this is scary stuff to me, right? Because it's not just like how many people the Sanctus Medicus remain at large. Like, there could be definitely other, like, Ravagers around. There could be definitely other, Antimatter Legion around.
I'm submitting my report to the Alliance, and I've already got a plan in mind. All of you will feature in the report. But for the sake of Jingliu, anything related to Xianzhou internal affairs will have names redacted. I hope you can
Doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me at all.
I was about to make the same request, Master Diviner. Since the Arbor's resurrection, I'm sure the Alliance will be poring over every detail of the report. I fear that if the Astral Express gets dragged into matters, leaving will not be an easy task.
That's another great point that I didn't even think about. I think Welt is basically saying, like, you know, if they're poring over every detail, they're trying to find every piece of information. If our names are put into this, then we're gonna have to probably stay here and, like, until everything's, you know, at least figured out with us.
Jingliu has committed quite a few violations this time around, and I'll have to deal with them one by one. Cloud Knight generals are all such a hassle.
Yeah, 100%. Letting Blade and Kafka go was probably the biggest one, right?
Before you leave, please make time to recuperate. If there's anywhere you'd like to visit, feel free to take a look.
Thank you.
I must attend to some Cloud Knight matters. Farewell for now. Oh, if you pass through Starskiff Haven, I have something that I hope you can give to Yuko.
Sure. Yep. Something Miss Tingyun left behind. Are you serious?
It was all so chaotic. When Phantilia took form, it was as if Tingyun vanished into thin air. The Cloud Knights were only able to find her fan. She took it with her everywhere. It's currently unclear if Tingyun was a puppet manipulated by Phantilia, or if some form of deception was used to cloud her vision. I'm already prepared for the worst. Considering how the Legion operates, I fear the fate of the Skyfaring Commission Ambassador may be a bleak one.
And is Tingyun the Ambassador?
As for how matters are handled with regards to Tingyun, I believe it's best left to her Foxian ken. I have informed the Skyfaring Commission of the events which took place, and I think it would be best if you were the one to deliver this item to Yuko.
No problem. No problem whatsoever.
I understand. Leave it with us.
Makes so much sense.
Thank you, Mr. Yang. Now, let me take a look at my remaining duties for the day. It's quite
You have a lot to do. A lot.
It's getting late. If you need me, I'll be in the Divination Commission Conclave Hall.
Yeah, she has a lot to do, and this is gonna be. I think it's almost intentional. You know, Jingyuan, like, you know, is probably very happy to have Fu Xuan doing this stuff as well. And as we said earlier, I think Fu Xuan is happy to do this stuff. You know, the recap that we got here, right, from this, I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe that like the recap we got here probably was in between updates. So there's probably like a thing where like maybe I'm wrong about this, but like there was like such a long time in between updates that we got a recap there as well. But I love what they said there. It just makes perfect sense. There's still a fear right now. It's like, yes, we succeeded, but like there's more Sanctus Medicus around the place. There's more of there's probably more Antimatter Legion around the place. We don't know what happened with Tingyun. There's so many mysteries still left behind, and I do have such an appreciation, honestly, for the way they tell stories in this game sometimes. It's the same with Balebog. We did a lot, but it doesn't mean we saved the day completely. There's still a lot of work to be done. There's still a lot of things to be that we're going to leave behind that aren't our job. You know, the political aspects, the repairing aspects, the dealing with the Sanctus Medicus. This stuff isn't like generally going to be our job to deal with. But they still have to do it. Same on Balebog. We don't have to deal with the political stuff. That's not our job. You know, that's up to Bronya, and it's up to Sela. You know, doing that companionship together, trying to deal with that stuff as well. We don't have to deal with how the transition from the underworld to the overworld is going to happen. That's not a part of our job, you know. And I love that they leave that stuff behind, and it makes it feel so real. It makes the world feel so alive. Because while I would wish everything was like so perfect, of course, it's not realistic. It's just not. It's just things. I think sometimes things are muddy.
Things have come to a close for now. It's good that you came through unscathed.
Honestly. Thanks for looking out for me, Mr. Yag. Dad! Honestly, he's been our dad.
The Master Diviner asked us to pass on this item of Tingyun's. I'll go to the Palace of Astrum and meet with Yukong. If neither of you has anything urgent, it'd be best if you came too.
Sure. That is totally a dad thing to be like, look, you don't have to go to this, but like, it would be really good if you did. It would mean a lot to Yukong. Come on. You know, like that's such a, I don't know, such a dad thing.
Oh, well, we had a lot of stumbles along the way, but we still managed to kick butt and save the Loufu without breaking
Heck
the
yeah.
Feels kind of surreal.
Yeah, and I hope it didn't make it seem like we shouldn't be proud of the stuff we've done. Like, March is right. We did do a lot of stuff here that is very important. Maybe it was all fate. I don't want to say we're just puppets of the Stellar Hunters, because while I think Kafka, as we said last time, we are tied to Kafka's destiny, right? And she is tied to ours. I don't want to, you know, how do I say it? I don't want to just say we're puppets, because I feel like it's more of a mutual... It's more mutual than we think, I think, in my opinion.
You don't sound very happy.
How could I not be happy? I'm standing in front of the amazing March 7th.
It may seem like the Stellaron Hunters are controlling everything, but we create our own future. No matter how powerful they are, they can't make a future that doesn't exist come true.
You're so smart. And I don't know if that's even their intention, right? They're trying to like from what we know, they're trying to get to the future that is probably best for them, and best for them is to stay alive, which is probably to help us fight the nuke, right?
Since showing up, we've saved a lot
Yes.
of people and averted disaster for the whole Xianzhou. Who cares whether someone or something was directing it? Be happy.
I love your outlook. I love your outlook. What are your plans from here?
Actually, I was wondering if Diviner Fu could do me a favor.
What type of favor?
The Matrix of Prescience has amazing powers and can iterate and reiterate Kafka's past. So it got me thinking, if I turned the Matrix on me, could it calculate my past?
Interesting. Honestly, it's a nice. It'd be nice to try, right?
Yup. When you're free, let's head over to the Divination Commission together and ask them for a favor.
Can we do that now? I'll do that. Is that gonna be an optional quest? Because I can totally do that. That'd be so okay with me. Mark's so smart to be thinking of that stuff as well. Honestly, like I didn't even think of that, but it's a very smart assertion to make, right? At least to try it, you know? It's at least to try something. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I was just carrying out one of my favorite hobbies. Stare at Dan Heng. Okay, let's talk to Dan Heng.
Returning to the Loufu and Scale Gorge waterscape. It's a surreal feeling.
This is a big deal for Dan Heng. This is huge.
I left.
Like all the stuff that
so
happened?
Determined. Who would have thought that circumstances would draw me back once more?
Yeah. It's not like the Xianzhou has done anything to you yet. How long do you plan on staying here? Honestly, like, if they tried to do anything to him, like, I would end them. It would be over. The relationship and friendship would be over with the Xianzhou. And he also gave his word that he would, if he did this. And I trust the general in that way. He said, if you do this, we will forget that Don Feng and you have like, a similar, you know, look to you. And we'll forget, like, spiritually, we'll forget that you're the same person in our mind. You know what I mean? So he promised that he would be able to walk around the place without looking over his shoulders. So I hope they keep that promise. How long do you plan on staying here?
I'll be gone very soon. Jingyuan is still recovering, and the Cloud Knights won't protect me anymore. It remains to be seen how the 6 charioteers will react to my presence.
So, is it the thing where the general's like, I'll forget about it, but the other people won't? So really, he just got his freedom from the general pursuing him, I guess? But not... Interesting.
But at least for now, I'm safe.
Wait, do you want me to get them? I can get them. I will literally get them. I have a baseball bat. What are you going to do next?
I want to meet the current High Elder of the Vidyadhara.
Okay.
It seems I won't be able to cast off Don Feng's negative karma. So, I'd like to learn more about his past. I want to find out what I can do to make up for his sins.
It shouldn't be you having to do that, though.
If you're planning on an extended stay on the Loufu, I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. I'm sorry.
You never have to say sorry to me for anything. You went through so much. Like, one of the most, like, traumatic experiences, like, from the start of this quest to the end, right? Dan Heng has been through so much. Honestly. So wait, so there's other companions we can talk to? Wait, does that mean maybe like they actually meant it when they said we can go and like say goodbye to people and stuff like that? But yeah, like it's really interesting talking to all the characters. I love Welt's taking the approach of like, you know, it's something we have to do before we go. March wants to talk about her past again, which makes sense. Maybe she can find something to do with her past. While Don Heng, like, you know, is again, I think Don Heng has been through like more than like you could even imagine. Excuse me, I hit the mic. More than you can even imagine in this this location. Like all the stuff that he's been through has been like, to me, like just like too much. You know what I mean? Too much. Like, and again, he's like, you know, he transformed. He had to deal with facing a lot of his fears, his nightmares. He had Blade literally in his nightmares, and he had to face it head on, and he did it. He did face that head on. He, you know, faced the general head on. He was able to do the freaking splitting of the water and the sea, and helped in the end, you know, beat Fantilia. He did so much that I think he definitely deserves like a mountain of a break. So if we leave, does the optional thing go away? It does. So I guess like, but is there like, we have to go to Central Starskiff Haven. Okay. I thought it was going to be a thing where we could like talk to other characters. I was thinking there'd be some way that we could like, you know, bring March to Fu Xuan, but maybe that's not happening now, which is okay. We can deal with it afterwards, honestly. Oh, they're with the judge as well.
I see. Please extend my regards to the 10 lords.
Interesting, the last time we saw Yukon was literally last episode with that big story quest, or the companion quest.
I will. Our condolences, Hellmaster.
I think her hair is so cute. It's so cute.
You have guests. I shall
Oh,
take my
maybe it was
leave.
about Qingyun, maybe? It could have been what she said.
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, I would like to thank the crew of the Express for saving the Loufu from the Stellaron crisis.
Just saying, Don Hung helped as well. Without him, it would have been over. So, please, everyone just let him go.
Madame Yukong must have heard about Miss Tingyun.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's what was happening there.
Yes, I have heard. Seeing 4 leave, yet only 3 return, was enough for me to know that Fu Xuan's report was indeed correct.
Miss Qingyun left behind this. It's tough, like, you know, it's especially with like not knowing what memories now were the memories you had of Qingyun and were memories of the Antimatter Legion member that you were with. You know what I mean? It can be really, it'd be very tough for me. I'd be pretty devastated, you know?
Tingyun. I still can't believe it. The whole report reads like a bad joke.
Yeah.
Simply unimaginable.
It would be so hard to believe. I'd be honestly like, I'd be beside myself.
The Antimatter Legion on the Xianzhou, and Tingyun, a Lord Ravager.
See what I mean? Like, how do you come to terms with this?
How could someone who spent over 30 years working alongside me at the Skyfaring Commission turn out to be nothing more than a monster in disguise? What happened to the real
But do we know when that happened though, right? It could have been, like, that's the thing. And that's what I was saying. You don't know if it was the 30 years, was it the 20, was it 10, was it 1? Crazy to think about.
Madame Yukong.
Tear you up inside.
I'm sorry. I understand. It's just hard for me to accept.
Understandable. That's so understandable. Look at they almost like made you rest on that word there as well, you know? Of course it's going to be hard to accept.
Thank you for bringing Tingyun's belongings back to the Palace of Astrum. The Stellaron crisis has cost us too many comrades. Brothers, sisters, children.
This line, right? Because I think sometimes it can be, and I don't think we do this, but sometimes like you have to put things into perspective of what was happening here, right? It's not just like a device for telling a story. It's literally something that has destroyed people's lives.
I'd like to invite all of you as witnesses to this war to a soul-soothing ceremony hosted by the Skyfaring Commission. Will you consider?
Oh, it depends on what everyone else wants to do, for sure.
A soul-soothing ceremony?
Is this to do with sending people off, like in the way they send people off?
To put it into short life terms,
right, okay.
The funeral. You see, for long-life species of the Xianzhou, death has always been a distant, mystical concept. Ordinarily, the Ten Lords Commission guides people to the Hall of Karma before any symptoms of Mara are detected. There, they leave behind their lives and wait for their time to come. People are used to a short farewell as opposed to a tedious burial process.
So it's not as drawn out Which I think, like in a lot of times in our cultures, like funerals are very long processes, but like obviously it's different for different cultures, isn't it?
Given our limited lifespans, the only ones who place value on ceremony are us Foxians.
Okay.
Countless Cloud Knights lost their lives or became Mara-struck during the crisis. The Hall of Karma couldn't take them all in, and so they passed away.
That's so rough. They didn't even get to like, enter the Hall of Karma in that way.
All of these sudden deaths and unfulfilled wishes remind us that long-life species still live out insignificant and limited lives. By combining Skyfaring Commission technology with Foxian ceremony, we honor those who have passed on. We place items of the dead onto star skiffs and send them out to sail between the stars, to shine brightly among
It's almost
them.
like another journey, right? After they're gone.
It's not just to comfort the dead, those souls who can never talk with us again, but also to comfort
Right.
their surviving relatives, close friends, and indeed all residents of the Xianzhou.
And I think funerals were always like intentionally made to send people off, to the next wherever, whatever you believe personally. Like, I don't personally believe in all that stuff, but whatever someone believes, that's what it was like intended to do, right? Is to send people off into the next journey, right? I think nowadays funerals, from my perspective, are for the family and for the people around you more than even the person that passed away, right?
It's also my way of saying farewell to Ting Yun. I know, I'm selfish.
No, it's not. Jesus.
She may not have died a Cloud Knight, but she's still one of us here at the Skyfaring Commission. A victim
Yes.
caught up in a wider
I'm glad she says this because Yukong understands this more than anyone else in the world. How conflict can create unnecessary victims.
I'd like to hold this ceremony as a way of distancing the memory of Ting Yun from the Lord Ravager who tarnished her identity.
I think it makes sense. I think it makes perfect sense.
I can still hardly believe it. I'll use my own methods to locate Ting Yun's whereabouts, but at present, this is the least I can do.
We can tell how much you care. And again, from Yukong's perspective, someone who lost a loved one, who lost people in the war before, you know what I mean? Who saw people die in their hundreds of thousands. I think it just goes to show that you don't get desensitized. Like, some people can, but Yukong's not desensitized to the idea of losing someone. You know what I mean? She's not. Even now, all those people that died are still on her mind. Because she has seen the horrors of what this war and what these battles can do.
I'd like to ask you all to witness this event.
I'm for it.
with me.
I'm all for it. We'll be there at the ceremony, 100%.
I've instructed Yen Ming to sort through Ting Yun's belongings. I hope you can pick some out to place around the star skiff.
Leave this to us. We'll take care of it as per your wishes, Madame Yukong.
Once again, my thanks to all of you. I've asked the judges of the Ten Lords Commission to ratify this soul-soothing ceremony, and have commissioned a special skiff at Stargazer Navalia for the ceremony. If you need anything, that's where I'll be.
Sure, 100%. Such a beautiful conversation, but a very sad conversation, right? Because it's one of those things where 100% the first thing that you would be thinking of is, how long have they been like this? This person I've worked for so long. How long have they been like this? Was it 30 years? That's a long time to work with anybody, 2 years is a long time to work with anybody, And then, you hear about this person was actually a Lord Ravager. The doubts go through your mind. But not only that, but I do think it's so beautiful, the idea of her trying to separate the Lord Ravager aspect from Ting Yun. And not only just with Ting Yun, but giving everyone else, some sort of, I guess, celebration after passing on. And there's no one in this game that understands it probably better than, Yukong. of what these battles can do to people, because we've seen what it can do to people mentally, what it can do to people physically, how it changes lives forever. The people on the Xianzhou, yeah, we stopped the Celeron, we beat Fantilia once. There's a long road ahead. There's a long road ahead. Such a long road ahead.
I did say that I like to gossip, and here I am rambling on, proving you right again. If only you were here to cut me.
Yaming's a really good dude as well, by the way. He's a really good dude. Or you could just cut yourself off. Oh, we say Mr. Yangming.
Oh, it's you. For a moment, I thought she'd return. Did the Helm Master send you over?
Is he talking about Qing Yun as well?
We're here to help
Right, yeah.
Miss Ting Yun's things. Madame Yukong wants to use some of them for her soul-soothing ceremony.
Man, and I shouldn't say I love it. I think from a writing perspective, it's actually really good, but it hurts your heart so much. Showing how these deaths and how these changes to the Xianzhou has affected people. It's even on the level of someone like sorting through their things and just being like so upset,
Well, I've managed to get through pretty much everything. It's all in this box. Please, take your time.
Thank you. Yaming is a legitimately good dude.
Okay, let's see what there is. An Ami Cassider seal, a small box, a knife, a bow, and something wrapped up tight. I wonder what this is.
Yeah, check it out.
Looks like some kind
It's really
of
pretty.
antique. But who'd want to hold on
Gorgeous.
to something like
I'd love to have this. It's gorgeous.
Oh, Ting Yun explained that one to me. It's a folk statuette from Foxian antiquity. They say it can bring wealth if placed correctly.
Okay.
There's also a note in the package. This is for you, Mr. Yanming.
No.
Wishing you fortune and success in every endeavor.
Are you serious?
Yanming, it seems like this is a gift for you from Miss Ting.
I wonder why she was never able to give it to him.
I remember asking her for one at the time. This is unexpected. I only mentioned it in passing, but she remembered.
Wait, does that mean that are they trying to show us that it's that more than recently it was the real Sun Yun then?
Ting Yun and I were from different guilds. We were competitors, but also colleagues. When we used to trade in other lands, we would bring back local specialties and distribute them among friends and other guild members. It became a custom. The rivalry between us and the Whistling Flames, to be the Skyfaring Commission's top guild, was always fierce. We would gift each other all kinds of bizarre oddities. Candy that made your leg hair grow. A violin that could shatter glass with its piercing.
Do you hear him like getting excited reminiscing about this stuff as well?
Oh, I was
very sweet.
Completely unprepared for this. I never thought Ting Yun would leave something behind for me that was so sincere and earnest.
That to me, that's a sign of a good person as well, right? Like, it's the friend that like hears you say like earlier in the day, like, oh man, I love, like look at those Tamagotchis, those are really cool, right? I remember I had those as a kid, and then like they take 2 steps, they're like, you look away for like a few minutes, and they come outside, and you're sitting at the bench waiting for them to finish their shopping, and they're like, here you go. And you're like, what are you doing? It's like, here you go, I got you this, and it's like, it seems like that's the type of person she was.
If I don't return a gift, I'll lose our little duel. But what could I possibly gift her back?
That's tough, especially when she's not here, right? That's so tough, especially when she's not here.
Huh. Besides the seal, the knife, and the bow, none of this seems like something Miss Ting Yun would have kept. I thought she was more about jewelry and beauty. there be other things similar to what Yan Ming got? We should take a look.
Take a look in the box.
There's nothing else except a handful of seeds.
Seeds, okay.
It looks like there's something printed on the bottom of the box. The Sleepless Earl. Let me think. Where have I seen that name before?
I want to take a look at the knife.
I can't cook to save my life.
That's okay.
But one thing I'm sure of is that's a kitchen
You tell her,
knife.
March. Honestly, like, it doesn't matter. We'll cook for you, March. We'll cook for you.
I've never seen Miss Ting Yun use anything like that to defend herself. It must be another gift that she never had time
Man,
to
just
send.
buying gifts for people all the time. They're making this, like, feel even worse, right? Way worse.
There's an ad in the knife case. Spices Supreme. A room alley? Which store is
Are
that
these all
again?
gifts that we have to, like... Are we gonna have to give these to people? And the bow?
This bow.
Good sound.
It's a good bow. It couldn't be meant for me.
I don't know, March. I'm sure you weren't the only Archer that she knew, but like honestly, I adore March. That's her first thought, you know.
All right, just kidding. Just trying to
I
liven
know.
things up around
March, don't worry about
here.
it. Don't worry about it. You don't have to say that stuff with us. Honestly, we should get going.
Do you know where we're supposed to take these things?
It seems like there's a number of locations, right? For sure. So we have to go to oh, we have like a bunch of like different gifts we have to give off here as well. So you have to go first to the Aram Alley, I guess, as well. Yeah, no, they're doing this like very, very well. They're doing this really, really well. They had a big, gigantic boss battle, a big, massive moment. And now there's a very somber feeling to this, right? Of like, not only just saying goodbye, but there's like a feeling of like seeing what has been left behind in the wake of this disaster, you know? As you said, in both an emotional sense and a very physical sense as well. Is it over here we have to go? This kid's playing high knee skips by himself. That's a two-player game, Gregory. Two-player game. What if I don't got anyone to play with? No, you lied. There she is. She's coming after you right up there. Trying to make me feel bad. God damn it, Gregory. I think we have to like mentally prepare for this because I feel like giving away these gifts is going to be very, very emotional. I feel it's going to be very, very heavy.
The Sleepless Earl. Was that the name of that tea house at the port when we first got into town?
Oh my god. I just realized that like, I know it's not something I realized. I obviously remember, but I just didn't think of it this way. Ting Yun was the one who like was the first person we met here on this place.
Welcome to the Sleepless Earl. I'm the owner here. The name's Ming Ming. How many of you are there? Which tea would you like today?
We just have to give you a gift. We're here on a gift-giving errand for Miss Ting Yun.
Oh, this is the tea Miss Ting Yun promised to get for me. She really went to
Another world.
for me. She's incredible. When I took over this tea house from my parents, I thought I'd shake things up by creating a new tea
It's never a bad idea. Make your own stamp on the place, right?
Famous brews like Whale Tide Spring or Vegetations in the Alchemy Cauldron have been around for millennia, and imported mixed teas have also found a niche. Introducing a new product into the industry is really hard.
Understandable, yeah? Definitely understandable.
Miss Ting Yun came to the tea house one day and heard about my troubles. She said she could find me a brand new strain during her travels. One that nobody on the Xianzhou had ever tasted. I just thought she was trying to cheer me up. I never thought she'd actually do it. Where is Miss Ting Yun
We're gonna
today?
see how like she's affected so many people's lives. I feel like being honest is the best way to go about this, right?
Miss Ting Yun.
But then again, we don't know what's happened to her body, right?
Among her belongings. I'm sure Miss Ting Yun would have liked for.
So maybe we shouldn't answer like that. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough.
Thank you. All of you. I think I should give something to Ting Yun in return.
Meng serves the tea she brewed.
Based on her suggestion, I improved the Whale Tide Spring, Emerald Hills, and Dawn Dew strains to make a new variety with a sweet, long-lasting taste. I called it Ting Yun's
Oh
Blend.
my god.
Seeing as Ting Yun won't be able to try it, we should drink a cup during
100%,
the
yeah.
night.
I think what we're getting here at this, honestly, we have Ting Yun's blend. I think that what we're getting it here, oh, okay, we have to go to the Exalting Alley. What we're getting it here with this stuff is generally that we're learning that, like, and it's such a good way of doing this. Ting Yun was a character who clearly had a lot of responsibility here. Clearly had a lot of people that were depending on her. She had a lot of tasks to do. She had a lot of, like, things that, like, you know, people were expecting of her. We know this. We've seen this. But I really feel like, you know, they're doing such a emotional gut punch to now be like, not only was she, like, important in her, like, job-wise, but she touched the heart of so many people, and she was such a caring person that what has happened here, as we said, just like everything else that's happened on this Yan show, not just like the physical stuff, like seeing this in the distance, emotionally, lives are going to be impacted by this as well. Oh, hey! Oh my god!
The Loufu is famous for its monk. Oh, how's it going? Did you take some time off? See any more of this?
No, I love that whenever we find her, she is like kind of like a little bit slacking off, and honestly, like, based. Have you heard of Spices Supreme?
Isn't that the place on Aurum Alley over in Exalting Sanctum? All the foodies go there. What about it? Planning on treating me to a feast?
Are we? Go on.
It's the main commercial street in the Exalting Sanctum. Although it's a lot quieter since the whole Stellaron crisis.
Right. And I wonder if it's like right in the vision of the Stellaron or the Arbor as well.
Tourists fresh off the Starskiff always head to Starwatcher Avenue in Starskiff Haven. It's one of those bustling tourist streets. But if you want the real deal on local snacks, you've gotta get to Aurum Alley. I've marked it out for you on your map.
Thank you so much.
Whenever I'm tired of Celestial Jade or slacking off, I head over for a bowl of Granny Chen's tofu. Darn it, now that you've brought it up, I suddenly don't feel like clocking in for work anymore.
Don't. I think, actually, you know what? Crazy enough to say, and it's probably horrible to say, I think this is one time that, like, you know, people probably won't know. But then again, you have, like, important duties as well, you know? But it's none of my business if you want to, you know, clock off and don't work today. And in fact, I encourage you taking any rest you want to take. You're an incredibly funny character. Oh, it's literally just... Have we not been to Aurum Alley before then? Whoa! What? Could we have gone here this whole time? The orange leaves are so gorgeous. It's like a freaking... It has like such an autumn fall, like a fall autumn feeling to it, right? This is beautiful. That's so weird. I just never been here.
Spices Supreme. Check out that sign. Here it is.
That's a cool sign, isn't it? That's a really cool sign. Hello.
Honored guests, welcome to our humble eatery. What can we get for you today?
We're here on a gift-giving errand for Miss Ting Yun. And they're making us slowly give away every single gift, showing, like, again, what Ting Yun has bought for people, you know, what she's done for people.
Oh, something from Miss Ting Yun for me? Oh, what a precious person she is. A sweet thing like her, gifting me
See
a
what I mean?
kitchen
Ting Yun's so
knife.
thoughtful, and she's so sweet, and people are describing her as sweet.
When she first ate here, I told her my motto: you can't better your own food unless you taste it. Then she got me to talk about my hunting and cooking experiences out on other worlds. She was captivated. She pestered me about dish after dish. At the end, she mentioned she wanted to get me a gift. A sword for a hero and a knife
That's
for
so
a chef.
fun, and now we're showing that,
That's how she put
yeah,
it.
Ting Yun, like, not only, like, was giving people stuff, and not only was important to people, but they had a life. You know what I mean? They had this, like, really fun life where they seemed to, like, try new things, and they loved, like, trying food and going to different places. and they were very like conversational. You know what I mean?
She probably came across some rare mineral and forged it by hand. Look how sharp it is. I bet it'd cut straight through a Thalassa titanium terabit shell.
Man.
Miss Tingyun is
See what I mean?
too kind. Who among the Aram Alley vendors hasn't been spoiled by the generosity of Whistling Flames? Her grand fare puts small merchants like us in touch with big intergalactic vendors. If we're talking gifts, it's us who should be gifting
So
her
she's done something for everybody here. They're really driving home the fact that like she was so important to a lot of people.
Oh, I heard the trade port is open again for business. Miss Tingyun must be real busy, right?
I mean, we have to let them know that she's not going to be here, right? Because I think that's what we're telling them, right? Because I think it's so unfair to be like, oh, she's going to be super busy, you know what I mean? And then they never see her again, and then they find out some other way, you know? This is rough.
This is real, right? The monster you mentioned, where did it come from? I wish I could take this knife and cut it to ribbons.
Honestly, they just show how much they cared about her here.
Forget it. Matters like these are beyond the control and understanding of a cook like me. Thank you, all of you. Let me prepare a dish for you as a gift from Miss Tingyun.
These people, here's the thing, I didn't know we were telling them about the possession of the monster. Like, I didn't. I probably wouldn't have said it if it wasn't for that, but I do also think that they do have not a right. Nobody has a right to know anyone's business, but I mean, like, Tingyun touched so many people's hearts. So many people's hearts. And while you could say, like, it's probably more respectful to just let it seem like she went off into business, and, like, but they're going to be doing, like, a ceremony for her as well, right? And these people cared so much for her. I think they would rather know than not know? I don't know. It's very difficult, isn't it? It's very difficult.
It was our chili oil beef offal stew that first attracted Miss Tingyun to our restaurant. I can't believe that she'll never taste it again.
That's so rough.
Please, you'll have to eat her share.
No,
too.
stop it. Oh my god.
About that bow, I think I know who Miss Tingyun intended to gift it to.
Mr. Yan Ming said an ambassador will return with a gift for a trusted colleague. The person who Tingyun trusts the most is Madame Yukong, right?
If only Miss Tingyun.
That's rough.
Try this one.
That's so rough. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's way better that we have a toast. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm wrong. You guys might be able to give your opinion on this too, and if you want to as well. I didn't know we were telling about like the possession and the monster and all this stuff. I don't know if we're just saying like that she was defeated to a monster, but like I don't know why I find it better that we're having like a toast with the food that Tingyun liked and the drinks that Tingyun liked than... Man, this place is so impressive. Then, like, saying nothing at all, if you get what I'm saying. Like, that's why maybe I'm not just, like, I'm not opposed to it too much, you know what I mean? I'm just, like, she's going to be honored. She's going to have a send-off like nothing you've ever seen before. It's rough, though. So rough. Seeing how much people cared about her. Beautiful shot here as well.
What brings you here?
We're here to pass on a gift from Miss Tingyun. Oh my god, how are they gonna take this?
This bow. Did Tingyun pick it out for me? She understood my pain. It's a shame I can no longer do anything for her.
It's crazy that, and again, that's what happens when someone passes on or someone leaves your life, right? Everyone's saying the same thing. I wish that they could do this. I wish we could do this. I wish I could buy her a gift. I wish she could taste this food. I wish she could taste this tea. It's a shame I can't do anything for her. You know what I mean? It's like all these like feelings of like regret, and in a way sometimes guilt, right?
30 years ago, I fought in a terrible war. My comrade and I set sail together, but only I returned.
We saw this story last time as well.
The scars of that war never truly healed. Still, the Loufu traced out its arc of recovery and continued to trade. I felt tired of voyaging, like I'd lost the courage to pull on a bowstring ever again. I hid away in the Skyfaring Commission and buried myself in
Oh my
work,
god.
never wanting to see
So it's
the
not just that
sky
she never
again.
wanted to fly, she never wanted to use her bow ever again. She's like, you know, she's almost like avoiding combat in a lot of ways.
Despite rising to Helm Master, my military career hadn't prepared me for the type of meticulous planning work now confronting me. Ting Yun, on the other hand, was a born merchant, always discussing business
That's
matters with me,
amazing.
offering up advice, even if she was my
Man, that's so
subordinate.
beautiful as well. Like, you know, the subordinate, like the one who, like, you know, still has a bit more experience, like helping out the other one. It kind of like, you know, it's a dynamic that we've seen through, like some stories. Like, and obviously it's like not the exact same of like someone like dying or like moving on or at least being lost. But like, I think it's such like a fun dynamic of like, oh, you do this, you know, like it's like, it seems like they had like such a fantastic relationship that was built on trust and advice and experience.
She never fought alongside me on the battlefield, but in her own way, she became a comrade in arms. Without the help of Ting Yun and the guild,
Holy
the
hell.
Loufu would not have been able to recover in the space of just 30 short
This whole quest
years.
is like it's almost like a Ting Yun companion quest, but without her being here, right?
I used to think that the Xianzhou had changed with the times. Geniuses like Ting Yun were the future for the Skyfaring Commission's next generation. They would bring prosperity to the Loufu. I was only ever suited to the flames of war.
I cannot get over how, and again, calling her genius as well, how like much they've like, we already like appreciated, we thought we appreciated Ting Yun, but obviously that became, we were talking to the person who was to Vantilia the whole time. But seeing how much like, you know, here like she was seen as a genius, she was seen as such a generous person, such a caring person.
I was wrong. Only when the last minions of the Antimatter Legion are wiped out will I become useless to the Xianzhou. The Xianzhou needs people like me. Those willing to cruise the sky and fight the flames.
Is she saying that like, she still has a job to do?
The star skiff is ready for the ceremony.
Oh my
now.
god.
Everyone, please place your objects aboard the star
It's crazy in
skiff.
the space of like 40 minutes they've done like this thing where it's like Ting Yun went from being a character who we did like and was guiding us around the place, but we didn't have like this deep connection with that. And I feel like we still don't on a personal level, our characters, but like we've grown to learn so much about Ting Yun to the point that like they are responsible for so much good that has happened here in the Xianzhou.
Wait
Oh
for me!
no, Jiaming, did you get her a gift? Did you get her a gift?
Miss Ting Yun prepared a gift for me. As a fellow ambassador, I cannot fail to honor our custom.
Oh, what did you get her?
Yan Ming, what is it that you've prepared?
I've brought a paper kite. I know it may seem simple compared to the precious items that Ting Yun gifted others in the past, but it has a deeper meaning. I heard that Foxians have a tradition where paper kites are used to comfort the souls of pilots who can no longer take to the skies. Ting Yun and I were never pilots in the strictest sense of the word, but we spent much of our lives out among the stars.
That's such an interesting way to put it as well, right? Because again, they're on this like station, the space station as well. But this is such a beautiful thing to give something that is like related to like Foxians, right? So much care and thought put into this.
for her to be able to take wing once again would make her very happy.
He's such a good dude. This is so... They have been doing such a fantastic job of making this just hurt. Oh, I meant to press on Yukong. It's okay.
Out of all this stuff we've got, what do you think we should place on the star skiff?
We have a choice?
This time, we needn't compete.
Holy hell.
Go. Fly on to other
I chose this because I feel like everyone had a very big personal connection with it, right? 110%. But there's something so beautiful about this war of giving gifts, you know, giving gifts back and forth. And I love how it's related to her culture as well as related to her people. And it comes from a place of, you know, wanting to allow her to kind of live on as well. Oh, we put on all of them. Okay. Okay.
Thank you for everything you've done for the Skyfaring Commission and the Loufu. This small seal is the foundation of the Xianzhou's prosperity.
Every time someone opens their mouth, like, it's like tearing at this emotional wall I have, you know what I mean? Just like, more and more and more and more. This character who I wasn't emotional about before, I am now, you know?
This is the tea that Meng Ming has made, especially named after you.
And her favorite dish, which food is so important as well, right?
This is a gift from Miss Yensui on behalf of all the restaurants on Arum Alley. You're going to
Mark's
love
just like
this.
the best person to give this stuff, right? 100%.
The Skyfaring Commission shall never forget you, Jingliu. I will seek out the truth. And if it is discovered that you were taken from us, I swear to avenge your unjust end.
You see, I just like... It's crazy that I was not, like... It was such a shocking moment, right? Like, we noticed it was such a shocking moment with what happened with Chen Young, and we were shocked, but obviously we had to move on so fast because it was a character that we didn't know as well as everyone knows here, right? We just didn't. And now here I am getting, like, I feel so, like, hurt and, like, so in pain thinking about this character now. Like, what they've done in this story has been, like, incredible. They've done such a natural and fantastic way of showing how important they really were.
It is time for the soul-soothing ceremony. Please make your way to Earthrise Agora in Starskiff Haven.
Like, holy freaking hell, guys. And, like, I think that's, like, something that was intentional, almost. Like, it definitely was intentional. Was this where we stopped Kafka? It's intentional in a way that's, like... It was such a shocking moment for us, right? That moment with the, with the neck snap. The neck snap and the changing of Qing Yung there as well. That, like, they almost, like, forced you to move on. We had to focus on Dan Shu. We had to focus on Fantilia. We had to focus on what happened after that with Dan Heng. We had to focus on all that stuff. And I have gained even more respect for the writers of this game. Because I am feeling so, like, my heart hurts right now thinking about all this stuff. And it's so interesting because it's like, you know, as you guys know, I'm a tearful guy, you know? But it's like there's times where I feel like, you know, crying here. But I also just feel a lot of just like empty pain, if that makes sense. I feel like, and I think what they've done here is they've rewinded back and been like, yes, everything happened, but remember the casualties that happened along the way. And I feel like Qing Yung is not only a representation of like how sometimes we can forget about the small things is not the way to put it, but the things that are happening around the gigantic boss battle and the gigantic moments of Dan Heng, which are beautiful as well, and the moments of Fantilli and all these big reveals and lore. There's also stuff on the ground level of how things are affecting people, whether it be the tea shop, the restaurant, how it affects Wang Ming, how it affects anybody. They've done such a good job of remembering Qing Yung in a very respectful and stunning way. Legitimately so. I feel an empty pain, if that makes sense. A real empty pain. Oh god. The ship's going on overhead. I have chills. Oh, look at these characters. I love them so much. The general. This music's gorgeous. Oh, whoa, man. Holy hell, what a shot. I said I didn't feel like crying, but there are tears in my eyes right now, for sure. That was a beautiful shot.
You should take a rest.
Yangxing saying you should take a rest. That was such a stunning and beautiful shot. What a beautiful way to not forget the people that died along the way, to show how what the effects of this place, what that has done to people. And now we're talking to the general again as well.
Not yet. I have things I wish to convey to my...
Whatever you want to convey. That shot of Yukong looking up at the ships flying by. Like, stunning. Just absolutely freaking stunning. That cutscene was absolutely stunning. Let's talk to Jingliu.
Apologies, I couldn't get to you any sooner. Yanqing made sure that I was fully
look at Yanqing. He was making sure you were better.
Before you leave the Loufu, there are two things I wish to gift the Express.
Oh?
2 gifts? Has his conscience finally gotten the better of him? Is he going to make up for all our hard work along the way?
Honestly, like, I think we do deserve a gift. You're too kind, General. I'd like some free real estate, please. Honestly, I think we need a little bit of a joke right now.
Let us reconvene at the seat of divine foresight.
Okay. I don't think it's bad for March or Stell to want something as a gift, you know what I mean? And I say that all the time, like, you know, looking for a gift doesn't mean you're a bad person, you know? They've done so much here. They've worked so hard. I hope the gift is Dan Heng is free forever. Because if it's not. Oh, Dan Heng is here!
Present
Beauty
company
boy.
is gathered to reiterate the Xianzhou Loufu's esteemed gratitude for the magnanimous actions of the Nameless. I am sure Lady Fu has given voice to this already, but the Loufu is greatly indebted to
We know. We definitely know.
Therefore, on behalf of the Loufu Cloud Knights, I hereby present you with a jade abacus, a symbol of our allied friendship.
Is this not like a huge deal? Like, this is like a big thing when, like, you're born, right? And, like, when you're a child. Is that not like when that's how they decide what you're gonna be when you're older? Like either a jade abacus or like maybe like something to do with being a pilot as well, like that?
Back when the Alliance was first established, all those thousands of years ago, the Xianzhou ships swore an oath, etching the record into a jade abacus. The world may crumble, and the heavens may fall, but this oath shall never be broken.
So the jade abacus, thousands of years ago, it was an oath that was etched into a jade abacus. And that's when the first alliance from between the ships was okay. That's interesting. So this is like this is even a bigger deal than I even thought.
The same is true of this jade abacus. It is a record of the Loufu Cloud Knight's promise to the crew of the Astral Express.
So
it is
cool.
Also a beacon. Grip it tightly, and it will send a message to the jade abacus.
No freaking way! We can call on you when we need it. Kafka, your plan worked. Elio, your plan worked. We got buddies for life.
No matter how astronomically distant you are, the Loufu Cloud Knights will always come to the aid of the crew, whatever your need may be.
I love how it's like 3 smiles and then Dan Heng's like, well, I don't know, I'm still a bit salty about the Cloud Knights. But like, to me, this is incredible, right? This Elio and Kafka got the best result that they could have wanted. This is exactly what they freaking wanted for this.
Wow, now that's what I call a payoff.
I mean, yeah.
Of course, I trust that such an important article will not be used for trivial or inappropriate circumstances. I hope you can understand.
Well, no, we would never do that.
Yep, got it. Say no more. Sure thing.
I love how it's the terror twins over here who are scratching their head.
Thank you for your generosity, General.
Man, love his eyebrows.
Don Heng.
Oh, please, come on, come on.
General.
Oh my god, he's so beautiful. I love him so much.
In accordance with the edict of the Ten Lords Commission, I am hereby authorized to relieve your banishment decree. From this day henceforth, you may come and go freely on the Loufu.
F yeah. So I guess that's what we were waiting for, because I was kind of confused earlier, but I guess it was just waiting for the general to like sort this out.
Nice.
That's so good. Nice. Yeah, the terror twins. You gotta do it. How are you feeling?
But I must remind you that the crimes of Don Feng have had far-reaching implications. And some people, such as those in Scale Gorge Waterscape, will not be much moved by the issuance of a paper edict.
And I'm being honest, if they have a problem, I will hit them. This is the exchange we're having here.
While I can guarantee your freedom to come and go as you please, I cannot guarantee your safety. Again, I hope you can understand.
That'll be our job. No, I totally understand what he's saying, right? Like you cannot separate this like cultural thing from their vision, right? I understand what he's saying. It's like no matter what, the separation of who Don Heng and Don Feng is so difficult because they look so similar and like they have like similar qualities. But like I'm deadly serious though. It's one of those situations that if they do judge, if they want to try and hurt his safety, we won't hold back. And I am serious.
I understand.
Look at him, understanding king. I love him.
This issuing of
That's
gifts
so awesome.
brings with it a sense of relief. Even my wound is feeling much improved. The occasion calls for a line or two of poetry. Though I feel my efforts would be overshadowed by the erudition of Lady Fu. Another time, perhaps.
Yeah, it's okay. But like, no, I do appreciate that he stuck to his word. I do appreciate it puts me in a better position with him completely. Not that I had like any like big qualms with him before. I think it's just one of those things where like, I love Don Heng so much, and I hope you guys understand. I love Don Heng so much that like anything that like even harms his safety even a little bit, is like, you know, something that I'm not always going to be a big fan of, and that's just the way things go. It's the same thing if anything happened to March, you know?
The Express and its passengers have a long voyage ahead of them. May that voyage be smooth and untrammeled. I bid you farewell.
It's so crazy that like I love this moment. It's so good, and in the back of my mind, all I can think of was Elio got what he wanted. You know what I mean? Kafka got what they wanted. It's so interesting. Like everything they wanted to happen happened. You know, better than they probably could have expected. Well, not better than they expected. They expected this to happen. We got the Jade Abacus. Oh. Optional before return to... Oh. So we can go and say goodbye to people? So this is like the main quest is over here. So should we start talking to people then? So I wonder if we can talk to Yangxing. I'm leaving the Loufu.
So soon?
So soon.
I wanted to help the general, but things didn't turn out how I wanted them to be. I've learned my lesson.
It's 110% so okay. You were following the law. You know what I mean? And like I feel like that's one thing like I can never get angry at Yangxing for, because he's following what he was taught. He was trying to arrest both like even if I love Don Heng and nothing will ever bad will happen to him on my book, right? But like you have to admit, like, I'm never going to forget that this little lad here, this little adorable lad, tried to arrest Blade and Kafka at the same time. Tried to arrest Blade, Kafka, and Don Heng at the same time as well. Like, he's a little beast. You know what I mean? In the best way possible. A little beast.
Also, I have a rather abrupt request.
Say it.
After fighting Don Heng, I feel like my skills are lacking somewhere. If you have any time to coach me...
Me? I think Don Heng is a better match for you. I think Don Heng would be an amazing coach for you.
I'm worried that he still holds some grudge against me. But to be honest, I'd love to have another spar with him.
I don't think you like. I need to explain who Don Heng is, right? Like, I think he's probably just happy, like, that things are gonna be over.
Safe travels.
You have safe travels too. So should we start traveling places just to see if we can, like, see if we can say goodbye to people, because like that seems like it's optional before you return to express bid farewell to people you know got to know in this show. Let's go. Yeah, it's still optional here, so whereabouts do we go from here? Yeah, I honestly love that scene. I absolutely adore that scene. And again, like I said, like I am 100% a biased individual as it pertains to. Oh, there's Bailu. There's Bailu. Is there anyone else around? Let's check around everyone then. So then they're gonna be in random places. It seems. Okay, grand. They're gonna be in random places. I am 100% in a. I am 100% in a position where I am like, I will always defend March and Dan Heng first. They come first, right? Oh, and Xing Shui as well. Okay, so there's a lot of people around here. Okay. Well, there's 2 people around here, but still. I guess we can talk to Xing Shui first. But I also, like, understand from Yang Xing's perspective, like, why he was doing that. I would never hold a grudge against him for that. The general, I'm glad he kept his word, and it led to, like, an amazing moment and also a revelation of, like, yeah, what Elio is saying is kind of true, you know?
I'm guessing seeing you here probably means that your affairs on the Xianzhou are mostly complete.
It's crazy. I still have probably, like, some story quests to do, but yeah, I'm leaving the Loufu.
Is that it? I thought you were gonna stay for at least a little longer.
No.
Did Welt learn how to play Celestial Jade in the end? If he hasn't got the hang of it yet, tell him to come see me, and I'll show him the ropes. Oh, I haven't asked you yet. Are you interested in learning yourself?
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. If it's easy to learn, let's go.
I thought so. Come back when you have time. I'll teach you. We're in agreement then. You can come back anytime and I'll teach you how to play.
100% I'd love to do that as well. I think it's like so somber to have to say goodbye to characters, right? Like, so if they're actually letting us say goodbye to like a lot of characters here, this is going to be a very like somber situation, I suppose, right? Let's see if there's like how many people are around here as well, because you never know where they like will put people, right? So we know Bailu's over here. Let's go talk to Bailu, right? Bailu, you're a dragon. Bailu's a dragon.
Hello.
I'm leaving the Loufu. Like, I'm gonna miss all these characters. Like, legitimately, so I'm gonna miss all these characters.
To start your next journey. That's great. I can't wait to escape the commission.
Oh my god, keep escaping. You're awesome.
Oh, make sure you come visit. Next time you're here, we'll put my plan into action. I've got it all figured out. We sneak out, head over to Arm Alley, and pig out on the snacks there.
I love that she's just a little escape artist. That's awesome. Or I could just go there myself. Better start planning the escape route then. Yeah, don't crush the dreams.
Mm-hmm. It's a deal. And don't forget to come see me if you get any headaches, fever, tendon pain, joint pain, anything. My treatment is on the house.
I know you're a very caring person. Awesome. So, like, I'm guessing it's gonna, once we talk to everybody, the optional thing is gonna disappear, I guess. Is there anyone down here? Yes. Okay, great. Push run.
Are you here to say goodbye?
We aren't. I don't really want to now. I'm leaving the Loufu.
There's no need to be so anxious. I predict that you will return to the Xianzhou often. And you will definitely continue to trouble us when you do.
Okay, fair enough.
Therefore, forget about any farewells.
That's kind of a sweet way of looking at it, right? Even if I do return, this is still a farewell, right? Is that really everything you want to say?
Alright, okay, I understand.
Well, we've been through a lot.
I wish your travels be fleeting of foot, and may your crises be effortlessly resolved.
Thank you. That's very sweet. Now there was 2 people in the last place as well, right? But seems to be, and this is outside the safe zone as well, isn't it? No, it's not. It's just the arbors there. Is there someone here? I can't see any characters here. No. We went to the Exalted Artisan Commission. This is an enemy place, right, as well. And then the Alchemy Commission. I forget where we came from. Honestly. I wonder if I could ask someone for maybe a location, but I think it's probably more fun this way anyway. Okay, so I'm searching here now in different locations here. I'm not gonna I'm gonna cut out like the parts in between, but there's Gonshu here.
The Artisanship Commission has come through hell and high water since the incident. Rebuilding what we lost will drain the years. Our labor filled with blood and sweat and tears.
The voice, man. I'm leaving the Loufu.
For a youngster to deliver a farewell to an old man like me is a rare occurrence in this day and age.
Oh, really?
I've taken on many a short life apprentice. After leaving the Loufu, they never return. Time, not distance, is the true separator of souls.
Interesting way to put it, right?
The lingering sound of bygone music plays, though groweth fainter with the parting ways.
Don't worry, I'll be back.
I'm glad. I'll still be here at the Artisanship Commission. You're welcome anytime.
I think this is really cool to show like how many friends you made, right?
But farewell it is. I shall not sing for you on your way out. I fear the sound would break my heart.
What an interesting character, man. Like, honestly, like, such a fun guy to be around. And again, a character I didn't expect to, like, really adore by the end of it. Such a great voice actor as well. But such an eccentric personality that actually, like, is, you know, at first it's like, oh my god, this guy becomes really enjoyable to be around, right? Oh, there's Yukong. Okay.
Are you off then?
We are. I'm leaving the Loufu.
The Xianzhou Loufu is all the richer for your brief time with us.
Thank you.
I offer blessings on behalf of the Skyfaring Commission on the eve of your departure. If you require resupplying during your journey, you can always count on us.
It's so crazy how, like, you know, this place was closed off. We were, like, seen as suspects in a way as well when we started here, and now, like, we can come here for a resupply, you know? Oh, is that? That's it? Okay, fair enough, Yukong. Fair enough. I wonder then, we haven't actually checked in this location, right? So should we check everyone around here as well? There's Sushang. Okay, great. Great stuff.
Hi.
Are you listening to Mr. Xian's stories?
Sure am. Things have been in constant turmoil since I transferred to the Loufu. Now that I've got a little free time, I'm here to listen to some stories.
That's pretty nice to hear that, like, you know, you're taking some time off for yourself, though, right? 100%. Like, that's what you should do. Honestly. Because I feel like this is one of my favorite things that Honkai does as well, is like show like personalities through like their hobbies and the stuff they like to do on the side as well. Which, by the way, I'm not saying that other games don't do this. I literally play Genshin where they also do this too. But like some games don't do this. Some games don't do this. They just have like the deeper emotional parts of their personalities and not the little things they like on the side. You know, like music or playing games or the type of food they like. You know what I mean? I love the little things.
Are you... Sorry, I've met so many people recently. You seem unfamiliar. Judging by your clothes, you must be an outworlder.
I'm Dan Heng's best friend. Dan Heng told me all about... yeah, I'm Dan Heng's friend. Let's go.
I see. Silent but Deadly
Silent but
told
Deadly.
me something about meeting up with a friend. You must be
Yep.
them.
Silent but Deadly?
Mm-hmm. Pretty accurate thinking, right? That guy has a lot on his plate. It's
True.
enough to make you
Very
worry.
true.
The fact you're standing here right now must mean things are pretty much taken care of?
I'm leaving the Loufu.
Is that so? Well, before you leave, I recommend listening to Mr. Xian's Legend of the High Cloud Quintet. Ever since I was a little kid, I've always wanted to be an epic hero. I never get tired of hearing about the quintet. I'm sure you'll love it. You should bring Dan Heng along next time. We can chat over some tea. Anyway, I'm getting off track. I won't take any more of your time. Good
It's
luck.
no problem whatsoever. I have like, I would love to chat with you and Dan Heng over tea. I love that, like, she's always going to be close to Dan Heng in a way. Like, that trio will never be broken, you know what I mean? Do they have more dialogue after you talk to them once?
You should bring down Hung.
Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, that puts my own mind at ease. But no, that trio was so special to me because again, nothing's ever gonna beat the trio of March, Dan Heng, and Stell. It's my favorite trio, right? But there's something so special about those three characters who met under strenuous circumstances, didn't know each other beforehand at all, and just had one like singular common thing they had to accomplish together. You know what I mean? I absolutely like love that idea in general. Was that Deeting? I'm leaving. Oh, I'm leaving the Loufu, Deeting. I know. What's that? You're gonna miss me? Yeah, I know. To be like, I think Doll was a fantastic album. Virtual Angel is one of the greatest songs ever written, honestly. Deeting lifts his front paws and draws an arch in the air on his head. Turns around and runs off into the distance. It looks like he has something to show you. Wait, we're following Deeting? I didn't think Deeting was going to be on the list of people we're going to say goodbye to, honestly. Just following Deeting now, I guess. This is literally what we have to do. A chest? I was gonna get this chest anyway, but like it's for Deeting. Okay, it's from Deeting. Is this a gift for me? Deeting, thank you so much. Deeting circles around and sits down, expectantly wanting to see you open the chest and get something nice. I guess a dog really is a man's best friend after all. Thank you. Really nice stuff. Really nice stuff. I think it's everyone, is it? I think it must be everyone. I put out I did put out like a post being like, hey, does anyone like know any like where everyone is? You know, just in case I missed everyone. But it seems like I've gotten to everyone then. That's fine. But yeah, so many amazing characters here. Had an absolute blast on this area, this world as well. And it's such like a bright cast of characters you want to talk to more, and are so interesting. And it's like it's so weird, like already I feel nostalgia for Balebog, and like it's this thing that like the characters are so strong in Honkai Star Rail so far that I love that like they all make up the personality and the makeup of what makes these places so beautiful about Balebog and Xianzhou. It's so great. Yeah, we're gonna be moving on. We are gonna be moving on, and honestly, like it is genuinely. Can we just fast travel here? It is genuinely one of those things that like I leaving a region, it's the same thing with Genshin, right? Leaving a region knows that we're going to be coming back eventually, right? We're not leaving it forever. There's going to be companion quests and stuff like that, and like maybe events we're doing and stuff like that. We're going to be coming back to places, right? But it still always feels somber, doesn't it? It always feels very strange. But look at this crew that we got here, you know? We got the prettiest man alive, Dan Heng, the loveliest gal who ever lived, March 7th, Dad, and Stell, and of course Himiko, our mom, back on the station too, and our uncle Pom Pom. You know what I mean? We got so much here. Let's chat.
Himiko messaged me. The Express detected the Jade Gates reopening. She asked whether we'd be heading back anytime soon. She was also asking after you, Dan Heng. I think it'd be best if you update her in person.
Yes.
Don't you think?
Like, remember, like that she was the one to give him the motivation to come here.
She must have been worried. I'll return to the train and put her mind at rest.
Himiko must be eager to hear about what we've been up to on this mission too, right?
Sure.
Hang on. Oh, how could I forget? We should bring something back for the conductor. Have you got any unfinished business on the Xianzhou?
I know we did all the optional quests here, but like, when someone says that, it still makes me feel so sick. I don't think so.
I've got goldfish memory. We haven't had a chance to say goodbye to everyone we met so far on this trip.
Fine. Dan Heng and I will go back to the Express. The two of you come back soon, okay?
Wait, what? Sorry. But I said I don't. Oh, so I guess March has someone she has to say goodbye to.
Don't worry, Mr. Yang.
Wait. Is this about her memories? Oh no, we have to return to the Express. Okay.
We've been so busy running around in circles. haven't gotten the chance to say goodbye to friends we've just met. I feel like parting is still such sweet sorrow.
It is, and like I think that saying goodbye to people is sometimes like it's very difficult, like because you know, with a lot of friends throughout our life, especially when we're younger, like we kind of like just drift apart sometimes in a very natural way. It's gonna happen so many times with people throughout your life. So like actually having to say goodbye to people, even though you know you're probably gonna see them again, it is hard.
Who should I go to first? The Master Diviner? Jingliu? The Miracle Doctor? Or what about Master Gongshu? Shall we go and meet them all?
They literally give us a list, right? Well, apart from Yukong, I suppose, and like Diting and so, yeah, like it's not a full list, you know what I mean? Sushang and stuff like that. But yeah, I love that she's like so considerate of that stuff too.
When I left the train, I only had time to say a quick goodbye to Himiko. I should go back and give her an update. And thank her for her guidance.
Oh, she helped out so much in such a subtle way, right? For sure. And then we have Welt.
Dan Heng and I will go back to the Express first. You and March finish up here and come back soon, all right?
I guess are we actually done? Now, just in case, I'm gonna go back to Fushuan, right? And the reason I'm gonna go back to Fushuan, right, is because I know that March has that thing she wants to do. And again, it could be not part of the story, but I want to make sure that it's not. You know what I mean? I want to make sure that it's not part of the story. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's a better way to do it. So would it be in the Divine Commission here? No, here, right? Yeah, I think here, right? The Conclave Hall. I want to make sure for sure that we can't do anything with March here.
May your travels be fleeting.
Okay, we can't. Okay, so I guess we have to go back to the... I feel so weird, man. This feels so weird. I know we're going to be like back here soon, right? I know this. I know we're going to be back here soon. But it still feels incredibly weird, right? Let's go. It still feels so weird.
There's a dreamlike quality to watching these star skiffs depart through the Jade Gate. How long will these ships sail? And which stars are they traveling to?
From a universal perspective, there is little difference between the lives of long and short-lived species. The transcendence that the Xianzhou pursues is nothing compared to the enduring majesty of the stars. And the grief felt here is no different from our own.
He said a lot here, but he's saying that like it's a beautiful thing he said here, right? From the big picture perspective, everyone has the same grief, right? You know, the things that people pursue in some cases can be pretty similar as well. And the way we feel is not really different than our own as well. Where's Dan Heng? Don't you know, didn't know you were a poet, Mr. Yang. Honestly, it's beautiful. It was beautiful and it makes a lot of sense. And it's honestly like I'm very happy to have him and Himiko being the ones leading us.
Yeah, you're back. Himiko and I were just discussing our journey.
I know, Mom and Dad. I know.
This little excursion has reached its conclusion. All things must come to an end. Still, some endings spark a new beginning.
He's so thoughtful and wise.
Next time, I think I should be the one trailblazing
Would
with
love
you
that.
guys. Welt can stay on the Express.
Not that I'd love Welt to stay behind, but Himiko, look at Himiko smile. Himiko, please. 100%.
Since when did the work roster just change like that?
Well, Himiko deserves a turn too. What's our next stop? It's Pecorino, right?
Penacony.
Penacony.
Do you remember? Before Kafka's proposal,
Yes.
that was our original destination.
By the way, I'm not making fun of the name here, by the way. For a while, just because I didn't know what the name Penacony was, I just been calling it Pecorino. In like different on socials and in Patreon. So I apologize if that probably sounded like I was being an idiot, but like I knew what it was, but yeah. I think I need a reminder. I remember it was original destination, right? Yeah.
The family is throwing a banquet there, and they sent invitations out to the Express. I was curious about the state of the planet, so I accepted.
Okay, I don't remember this part actually. Yeah, but that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun.
When the conductor is ready, we can set off for the next stop.
Oh my god. And obviously you have some stuff in between then, right? We have some Trailblaze missions, continuance missions and stuff like that, and some companion quests. It's gonna be a few weeks before we get to the next world. Meanwhile, in the shackling prison. Meanwhile, Loucha. Wait, what?
All who enter here are either jailers or prisoners.
What is happening?
Which are you?
It's Loucha.
Neither. I'm merely a lost traveler.
And he has the bow as well.
Spectacle. The Stellaron, the Ambrosial Arbor, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, the Lord Ravager. A series of threats that almost succeeded in diverting attention away from the crucial question.
Crucial question? What are you doing?
Who brought the Stellaron onto the Xianzhou? What was their motive?
Wait.
Surrender, or do you require encouragement? Abomination of Yaoshi.
Abomination!
General, my power does indeed stem from the abundance.
What's doing?
But I'm the same as you. We are both enemies of Yaoshi.
Okay. With ice?
That's right, Jingliu. Stay out of our way.
What?
The revival of the Arbor is an omen. It's time for the Xianzhou to choose its next path.
No freaking way!
The Plague's author, the Ruin author. This is a chess game between eons. If you don't stand with the winners, you stand to lose.
What? She's here!
And this time, we will put the abundance in their grave.
Put the abundance in their... Wait. Okay. Is he okay? Holy freaking hell.
Nice.
Wait, are they saying that Loucha brought the... was the one who brought the Stellaron onto the Xianzhou? Is that what they're saying? Oh my god, we're getting so many messages. That's insane. Is that what they're saying? Am I wrong in saying that? I could be wrong. I definitely could be wrong on what they're saying. Oh my god, we got so many messages. Are you kidding me? Come on. Okay, hold on a second here. Where is this now? Save recent gameplay. 3 minutes. That should do. And Calvin, shut up. Okay, don't say anything. I'm merely a lost traveler. Cause see, he says it's here, right? Yeah, like, and he said it was him, right? And he says, my power doesn't stem from the abundance, but he was saying, like, I'm an enemy of the Yaoshi. He was so calm here as well. Enemies of Yaoshi. And in the freaking snowflake, that was such a great moment. And she said stay out of our way. Was she working with Loucha? And this is what she said, it's a chess game between eons as well, because that makes sense, right? It is, that's what it is. At this point, it is a battle between eons. And if you're caught between this, like, you're going to be in trouble. But she's saying, like, you have to pick the right eon, right? Not battle eons, you got to pick the right one. And she's saying we're going to put the abundance in his grace. So she's saying she's against the Yaoshi as well. By the way, I don't want to know, like, don't try not to confirm a lot of my thoughts and theories about this if, like, we're going to learn more about it as we go forward. As always, guys, if it hasn't happened in the story, you do not say it. Your comment will just be removed. If it hasn't happened, you don't say it. But it seemed like to me there was like a connection between Jingliu and Loucha. It seemed to be saying that Loucha maybe brought... I could be going... You can definitely correct me on that if that's not what they were saying. That he thinks, at least the general thinks, Loucha brought the Stellaron with as his the thing he brought with him onto Xianzhou. Because if so, that's absolutely freaking insane as well. That he did that, that he would do that as well. Holy freaking hell, what a scene. And then Jingliu is saying, what's happening right now is a battle between Aeons. Like, she named Nanook, Yaosha, right? Am I saying, I think she named Nanook, Yaosha, and what was the other one she named? The Arbiter. The Arbiter. So she named 3 Aeons, I think. And she's saying that you have to pick the right one. But she's saying she's going to put the abundance down for good. So she came to the planet looking for an old friend. What if and I thought the old friend was Blade, and maybe it still is Blade, but like, what if she was looking for the general? What if that whole time she was looking for the general? And it seems like Loucha was so calm there. Like, Loucha has a definitely like, more of a story to him than we even thought. And now we know why he was probably trying to get away as much as possible. But the general looked pissed and worried at the same time, right? He looked pissed and worried. I am so excited to see where that part of the story is going to go. So much mysteries here as well. In terms of this mission as well, like, again, we already talked about all the other stuff in the other episodes. We could talk about this mission in particular. It was just a goodbye, right? It was a goodbye to all the characters. It was a very somber goodbye, but it was a goodbye to Qingyun, and it was such an amazing way that they showed off, like, how important Qingyun was to people on this planet. Like, they did such a good job with that. That at the end of it, like, I was like, I miss her too. You know what I mean? Like, a character that we didn't even think about that often. We grew to be like, man, I also kind of like, I'm sad and feeling a bit down that she's gone as well, which I think is such an interesting way that they did this anyway. Like, they did such a good job with this. It was a very beautiful moment, right? Saying goodbye to Qingyun, and then we just got to say goodbye to all the characters here as well. We learned that, like, everything is still going to be, there's still a lot to take care of here on this area, this world too. Of course there is. We know this for sure. We left Veilbog, and they were saying the same thing, where it's like, we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of stuff still yet to do. Which I think is, again, great. I think it's great that they showed how realistically things aren't just going to change overnight. Things aren't going to change automatically. There's still a lot to do. There's still a war at hand. There's still a lot of battles with, like, the Santis Medicus or the Ravengers and Nanook and all the Aeons. And then that scene at the end that we had there as well with Jingliu and Loucha means that we probably were, like, not reading into Loucha as much as we should have. His character is clearly even deeper than I even thought. I knew he was going to be a part of the story, but I was even saying earlier, I hope we get to see him again. But I didn't think it was going to be in that form as well. So what I'm getting out of that is that she's saying that, hey, we have to pick a side at some point. Because if we don't, or if we have to be on the right side, because if we're not, we're just going to end up being destroyed. Because this is a battle between, like, versus ants and up in the sky are these gods. And we have to choose a side in this. But if Loucha, and I'm not saying it's a true thing, but if Loucha brought this Stellar onto this planet, I wonder if it's also a fate thing where he knew that this was going to lead to, like, I wonder if it's all like this like, everyone has, like, a predetermined path that, like, he was supposed to bring it here. It's so interesting to me to see where that's going to lead, because I have no idea. But we know Jingliu is in the mix now. We know Loucha's in the mix still. The general now has to face the idea of, like, Jingliu and Loucha being in the mix somehow too. But Loucha looked a little bit surprised when he saw Jingliu as well. So maybe they're not working together. I don't know. Maybe they're not working together after all. But, like, it'll be really interesting to see how this goes anyway. Let's check our messages before we go anywhere, guys. We have a lot of messages. The Astro Express family. Hey. And Don Hung has little 3 dots. Hello. Let's see what the conductor has to say first. Are we off to the next stop? We sure are. Warp jump device is all calibrated. But are the express conductor, I have 3 things I wanted to stress before we depart. That's why I'm here for a little express meeting too. Alright, you know the rules. We'll be in the parlor car.
Time to head to the next stop. Let's meet up with everyone in the parlor car.
So that's the next mission. And then we have this, so Himiko sent a message here. The space station sent over some gifts. I asked the express conductor to leave them in the parlor car. Please come and help yourselves. What are the gifts? This sounds like Asta's doing. What would someone as rich as eccentric as her send us? It's all snacks and supplies and some interesting gadgets invented by the researchers. They said they wanted to repay us for our kindness and help back the space station. Everything is a small token of their appreciation. It was nothing really. They didn't have to do all this. I have no interest in gifts, but I appreciate their sentiments. Of course. Perfect, man. Well, I'll be right there. By the way, make sure you come along, Cell. There's a little robot in here that would be perfect for you. Why me? After some discussion with the conductor, we figured it'd be best for you to take it. Pom Pom was going to use it at the express cleaner, but considering how busy you always are, Stell, you can probably use an assistant. So this little robot is all yours. At Stell, remember to visit the powder car. We'll keep your stuff here for now. We got snacks here too. Speaking of snacks, there are certain... Oh, it's an adventure mission. There are certain passengers that would like to remind you not to sneak off and eat them all by themselves. Make sure you leave some for others. No, March, you can take as much as you want. You can take as much as you want, March. March messaged us. Stell, are you there? What's up? I suddenly remember that there was one thing in caught my attention during the trip to the Loufu. The Matrix of President's Ultimate at the Divination Commission. The Master Diviner used that to interrogate Kafka and saw right into her memories. Yes, so I was thinking, could the Matrix be used on me? It's worth asking her. Yeah. We might be able to find your lost memories. I was actually hoping we could do something with this. Yes, I wanted to ask to see the Divine Foresight, but after thinking about it, I felt a little uneasy. That's okay. The Loufu just experienced Yu's incident. Jinyuan is injured, and the Master Diviner needs to manage the whole place. I couldn't bring up this personal matter. Don't worry about it. I'll do it. So I thought I'd wait until she's so busy, and then we could go to the Divination Commission to get her to ask her. No problem whatsoever. I'm so up for that. I know, you're the best. So it's a March companion mission? Interesting. Okay. I'm all for it. Stella, are you busy these days? I would like to ask you to accompany me on a certain task. I'm already there. If March or Don Hung are asking me to do something, I am doing it. Okay? Oh, Stell, can you pick up a bear with your hands and that's a bad example. Okay, Stell, could you fly? I'm figuring out how to do aviation. I am figuring it out. Want me as a bodyguard? So you're worried about some of the Xianzhou might want to hurt you? You want me as a bodyguard? I didn't mean to say that. You jest. I want to meet the current High Elder of the Loufu Vidyahara. I want to ask about some bygone matters, so I'll be better understand what I can still do to make amends for my past. And again, it wasn't you who did it. I'll see this through. Yeah, 100% I'll do this. Anytime you need me. 110%. Thank you. Let's meet at the Sinwood Pavilion, the Exalting Sanctum. Are you kidding me? A Don Hung mission? Are you kidding me? I'm there. We have a message from Gunifin. Who's Gunifin? Huh? I have no idea what this is. I'm worried this might be a something later on in the game. I don't even know who that is. I never even seen that face in my life. Lynx sent us a message. Are you coming to the next meetup? What kind of meetup? It's the Tale of the Winterlands fan meetup. You don't know about this? Then you come have some fun. Come find us at the Palace booth. Booth? What's a booth? See? We go there to buy works from artists that we like. That sounds nice. It's not like we can afford, we can get an official sequel. Anyways, I need your help to get prepared. I need to help you get prepared. Sorry, I'm all over the place right now, guys. I'm gonna put together the good stuff I bought in previous meetups and lend them to you. Okay. Be prepared to experience the power of the Tales series. Like the Tales of, like, one of my favorite JRPG franchises. I love these messages just because they add such a, they make the game feel so grounded for me. Like, it's so fun. Still hearing from these characters and hearing that they still think about us. I have something I need your help with, beautiful. Oh, thank you. Pray tell. Oh, don't say it so formally. You make it sound like we're strangers. Now, due to the universal yin-yang phenomenon brought by the Emerald Arbor's revival, many of Heron Express's side cranes and freight starcrafts, I can't read today, I'm all over the place, have had accidents and a great number of goods were lost. They want to send their staff to retrieve these lost goods, but you know, it's not very safe out there right now. The Skyfaring Commission's plans to send people who are skilled at controlling side cranes, trustworthy, and have some military training in them. That definitely is not me. You didn't receive any military training and yet performed so well, and you saved Mana Yukong's daughter. It just goes to show that your outstanding talent and capacity. Come on, stop saying no. You were the one for this task. Heron Express sent over a contact person. She's waiting for you at the doors of the Skyfaring Commission. Come over quickly. Don't let them wait too long. Okay, so that's probably another mission we can do at some point as well. Bailu sent us a mission too. Not a mission, but a text. Stell, I made a huge discovery. Please elaborate on Miracle Doctor. So, berry pheasant skewers are vegetarian. What's that? I thought it's a meat skewer made from berry pheasant meat. Or just a berry skewer called berry pheasant. Wow. I can finally eat it without remorse. Oh, you're a vegetarian? Why do you say that? I love the bwahaha, by the way. Very funny. I like sweet things, but I can't have sweet meats. Oh, okay. So no matter how alluring the honey-colored caramel syrup covering the berry pheasant skewers look like, I didn't dare take a step closer. But the situation is different now. Look at those mouth-watering colors. I can't take it. I'm getting hungry. I'm sneaking out to buy some. Talk to you soon. No problem. I love the escape artist, Bailu. We have then the last one is Sushang. I'm so annoyed. Stell, I finally got a hold of you. I hear you came to the Loufu from beyond the Alliance. Can you help me? I'm so annoyed. 110% I will help you with anything. How come? Tell me. Oh my god, the little sticker. I've been in the Loufu Cloud Knights for a while now. The Loufu Cloud Knights for a while now. Aside from the daily patrols, I pretty much have done nothing. When will I be able to become a competent Cloud Knight? You're competent enough. 100%. It's not like that. Everyone dreams of being a legend. Understandable. I grew up listening to my mom talking about the heroes among the Cloud Knight ranks, so it makes sense for me to dream for greatness. Come join the Nameless. If you're so keen to help me, why don't you join the Nameless? There will be requests and assignments every day. It's almost impossible to finish them all. That's such a thrill. I want to be Nameless. Please join the Astral Express. What kind of requests are they? Can I have a look? What does a turpitude mean? Oh, I found it. Why is the title of the assignment so high in gluten? What? Highfalutin. Oh. Oh, it is. Is it? You know a lot. It's hard being a Nameless. It's okay. That was just a nice thing there. So now we have like a bunch of more companion quests. Oh my god, they're there. This is the next quest. But right now, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. But I'm going to be doing the trials now for the 4 stars on the banner. So we'll cut to that right now and my reaction to the banner as well. Let's see it. Oh, okay. Okay. That's a pretty big animation to open. So we have with us the new banner, I guess, and we're looking at the banner right away here. And these are, I guess, the new characters that are available for the banner. I knew there was gonna be an animation when I started up. I just wasn't like, I was kind of freaking, I was like a little bit taken back by this godly figure slashing through the sky. Oh wait, is that, there's 3 characters we know on the trial banner, which is great, right? That's pretty good. I've been pretty lucky with the 4-star trial banners, right? That there have been characters that I know. Yeah, this godly like figure burning through the sky, honestly, like pretty freaking crazy. And then we have, okay, so there's, oh, is this another one of those banners that has like 3 characters on the one banner? Is that the case? This is an adorable gal as well. Is it all the same gal? Or is it like 3? No, I thought it was like triplets for a second. I was like, is it triplets for a second? This is really cute. This is really adorable. How do I look into this here? Sorry, how do I get into this here now and look at it? I know there's like a way you can like I'm always like so afraid to press buttons in this game. Here we go. Okay, so there's the 3 characters on the banner are Tribby? Is that the name, Tribby? Tribby seems like a very fitting name, actually. I don't know why. It's like, that's a Tribby. That is a Tribby. We have Sunday. Okay, Sunday. with the god tier like figure. And then Sparkle looks really, really cool as well. Sparkle looks really cool. The fox mask and everything. Are they like, they're like fish floating around the sky as well. We can actually, take a look at their design through here as well. Sparkle's, yeah, really cool dress. But look at the fox here, though. That's a really cool touch as well. Mischievous smile? Maybe it's just like a very happy smile, but maybe I'm just so used to Mischievous character. And there's like a snow globe as well here too. Okay. Yeah. There's so many characters I don't know. You know, there's so many characters I don't know. And of course, there's the characters here as well. We have Sunday. Okay. is Sunday Honkai Star Rail like Jesus or something? Like what is happening here? This is a godlike figure here. Love the pattern on the back as well. Really cool colors as well. Like the color coding of Honkai characters is always really great also. It's really great. Let's get a zoomed out version here as well. The hair is nice too. What's up with the ears here? Is that like, are the ears like, are they like wings on the ears? Nice eye color as well. Yeah, but like the crown as well. Like, look at this. Very interesting design as well. And then we have Tribby. Okay, and Tribby's a baby. Tribby's a little baby. The kind of gold, like, oh, look at this shining gold there. Tinted outfit as well, but like has like almost like coal miner gloves with greaves. An interesting choice. The bright red hair. Yeah, adorable character as well. But yeah, the glove is super interesting to me. Like it's like a coal miner's glove or something with like greaves on the side. Or braces, I should say, maybe. On the wings as well. Interesting. We have a whole host of new characters once again, and we just don't know who they are. You know what I mean? At all. We have like there's the 4-star characters as well, and like we know all these characters, which is actually great, which means we can actually do the trials of these characters, which is grand. Xinyun, who actually I wouldn't mind wishing to get Xinyun, you know, that might not be a bad idea, but we'll see. Then we'll have to. The only problem is like with that is that I usually have to pick a 5-star character, that, you know, because it's like I have to wish on one of them, I might as well wish on them, you know. Yukong, who we know as well, and. Who's this character? Seems like the sweetest, greatest character who ever lived. March 7th. I wonder, does March 7th come on the back? Yeah, was the same as, yeah, anything. Yeah, just to get some, like, consolations probably, or Eidolons for March. Wouldn't be a terrible idea as well if you wanted to use March as well. Okay, very cool. We have, like, also, there's also a fate gift. A fate gift. Consume a specified number of Star Rail passes to obtain the limited 5-star collaboration, like, cone. Where the hell where ideals burn. So if we use 200 of these, we get a gift. Okay. I don't think I'm close to getting 200 of those though, or maybe I am, but who knows. Yeah, interesting character designs here. Like honestly, like it's a big. Like, there's so many differences between the three character designs here. It's very interesting. I think these are like so cool as well, by the way. The cones, right? Like they're so pretty. They're so pretty. Oh, so she's into fireworks, it seems as well. Okay, wrong button there. Oh, we have one wish. Do you want to do one warp? We might as well do one warp here. Right now, my team is like very, very good in terms of like power, right? It just is. So I'm legit not, like, I probably will wish to get maybe like one of the, like some of these 4-stars maybe, probably because we know them. Just like we did for Sushang. But then I might not do it right away because I definitely want to like mull it over and think about like, because again, I don't know anything about these characters really. So we'll definitely have to think about that as well. Because it's one of those things where it's like if I had to like pick between the characters, like, because here's like in terms of like what they all like have, like this is an adorable character, absolutely adorable. I love the colors. I love the background stuff as well with the birds and things. It's very cute, right? This character just looks like incredibly like godlike in some ways. I like the color pattern as well. This is another really great character design also. Like the fox mask is such a cool touch as well. Like I always loved the fox mask from when was it Kunimitsu in Tekken. I used to always like really adore that as well. So my I think would probably maybe wish on Sparkle or Sunday, but maybe Sparkle possibly. We'll see. The fox mask is it's scratching something in my brain from when I was a kid, I think. It's really cool. And of course we've seen the fox mask in other media as well, but I always think of Kunimitsu. Always. So we can do the character trials. Right? Now I won't be doing I've said this before, but I will not be doing the character trials on these characters. The reason I'm not doing character trials, and this is my choice by the way, I think sometimes people think the patrons tell me not to do it. It's my decision and it's the end of. And it's one of those things that if you don't like the decision I've made on spoilers, you don't have to. I know it sounds bad. I know it sounds harsh. It's just the truth. You don't have to enjoy my decision on spoilers. It's the way I like to do things. And honestly, I feel like it makes the playthrough better in my opinion. We can see the characters in kind of I guess more of a HD version here. But they're very cool, aren't they? Yeah, they're very, very cool. Look at all the fox masks in this portal as well. They seem very magical and mythical as well, right? Look at this artwork as well. Yukong holding on to a miniature version of this too. Xingyun. Wait, look at Xingyun here, kind of looking a little bit manic in a way, right? But a very beautiful design as well. And look at this. If it isn't the most perfect, funny person who ever lived. Let's start the March 7 trial. We'll do 3 of the trials anyway. Provide a shield to a single ally. Yeah, we know how to use March. What are we talking about here? And we have the trio. So fun. So fun. I kind of want to level up March and Don Hong again. For sure. Yeah, I think we know how to use March right now, right?
Move carefully.
This feels like the start of the game again, doesn't it? Oh, I missed this so much. We gotta get March back in the team.
Try that again.
Just a scratch.
I should also explain why I see it as spoilers. Location spoilers are spoilers for me. I want everything in the playthrough to feel fresh and new, and I mean absolutely everything. I want to when I play a game on the channel, I want every single thing to be new. I want it to be. I know, of course, it's difficult to avoid some stuff, right? But the way I do things, and I've talked about this probably before with you guys, how I've always done things. And I still do it even now. I don't get recommended. I get recommended a Genshin video maybe once a week on my YouTube, and that's just because I obviously sometimes we'll click on my own Genshin video to see if everything's okay or whatever, something like that. Or I check out the comments sometimes, on that as well. But that's the only reason why they recommend me a Genshin video maybe once every 2 weeks or once a week or whatever, is because of that. It's the same thing with Honkai Star Rail. I don't get recommended any videos from Honkai Star Rail whatsoever. And it's the same on my my Twitter. I've muted the word. I've actually muted the words Honkai and Genshin. I've muted those words. And it's to avoid me seeing anything from these games, and that's the way I like it. Now with Genshin, it's I don't have to do it as much anymore, which is great. But obviously there's still trailers and stuff like that I don't want to see. Who's targeted, by the way? Danong. But as I said, here's the thing: I have no problem people giving their opinions on spoilers, 110%. But at the end of the day, it is my playthrough, and it will always revert back to how I feel on it. That's the end of. You know what I mean?
To the next stop. Let's meet up
I know it's not always the most fun thing in the world, but it's just the truth. If you don't like it, there's nothing I can do for you. Oh, the Fate Stay the Night thing. There's a collaboration, right? Oh, man. Super interesting. I've seen some trailers from Fate Stay Night. So are those Fate Stay Night characters that we have on the banner? Are they Fate Stay Night characters on the banner? Is that a possibility? And I just don't recognize them? Maybe. I don't know. That'd be pretty crazy if so, right? Oh no, these are the fate characters. So that's what the fate gift is. It's like a fate character. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. That's so cool. That's such a cool idea. Right? That's such a cool idea. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Then we can do Yukong's trial as well. Increase attack, crit rate, and crit damage, and as subsequent allies' actions. Increase movement speed when exploring. Okay. And we have Dan Heng as well with this. So we have... It's all about increasing attack and stuff, I guess. Okay. And she has her bow as well. I guess we'll enhance.
Not haste.
Oh my god, you see the speed we're going at?
Speed, not haste.
That's super fun. That's super, super fun. Okay, let's go down to this enemy as well. They're gonna give us a little bit of indication how to use her here, right? So the attack is deals minor imaginary damage. We obtain 2 stacks of roaring bowstrings. All allies' attack increases when roaring bowstring is active on the character. When roaring bowstring is active on the character, increase the crit rate and crit damage of all allies and deal massive imaginary damage to a single enemy. Okay, so that's when we gain those stacks. On the skill, it increases everyone's attack. Wait, all allies' attacks? All allies' attacks. That's pretty freaking good. I mean, we have characters that do bonuses like that with their ultimates as well, right? When Roaring Bowstring is active on this character, increase the crit rate and crit damage of all allies as well. That's pretty freaking good. Basic attack additionally deals minor damage, and the toughness reduction of this basic attack is increased. This effect can be triggered again after 1 turn after it has passed. And then the technique is the unit's movement speed is increases after attacking an enemy and entering battle. Again, 2 stacks of Roaring Bowstring. So we already have an increased attack for everyone then? Is that the case? It is. Sick.
Stay the course.
So this is what gives us the boost in attack. But we already have that, I guess, is it? Oh no, maybe it's just, yeah. Okay, great. And then this is the move here.
The wind is rising. Cloud kites, formation! Bolt!
Oh my god. Just like all it was like a formation of arrows. Very cool.
This is our chance. The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
As easy as that.
And then we have... I guess we can use our single target here as well, or we could do our support, but we might as well just try and get our single target as well, again. Yeah, it's good damage. It's good enough damage. Actually, it would have been good after we buff, but we already have a boosted attack anyway, right?
Made to be broken.
Yeah, we already have a boosted attack anyway. Yeah, Yukong seems pretty good, right? Like as a buffer?
Let's go.
For sure.
Spirit never dies.
Like I could definitely imagine like I know like using buffs in this game is so fun anyway, like that, like honestly, like it makes sense that it would be really fun, you know?
It's but a vision. Break!
Time to head to the next stop.
We got this as well.
Let's meet up with everyone in the parlor car.
Camping in the snow? Permanent. And then we have Xingyong, which I'm actually very interested to try as well. This is a like she is like a gorgeous character. She is, isn't she? She really is. Regenerated targets. Oh, we're only with Stella. A regenerated target ally's energy and increase their damage. An increased attack of target ally. The target ally deals extra additional damage to the target enemy when attacking. I'm sure we'll get even more from that too as well.
Cool it.
Cool it? Wait.
Cool
okay,
it.
she's kind of cool, isn't she? She's kind of cool. I definitely kind of want like some of these 4 stars here. Oh my god, that was so slick. So the basic attack is just deal minor lightning damage. Soothing Melody increases attack of a single ally and grants them a benediction. Allies with benediction additionally deal minor lightning damage. Oh really? So they gain lightning damage to their attacks. I missed the Rejoicing Clouds. Regenerate a target's allies' energies and increase their damage dealt. Okay. That's pretty good, right? Extra lightning damage and damage dealt. And the talent, when an enemy is attacked by Qingyun, the ally with the benediction immediately deals minor... Oh, wait, like a follow-up attack? Let's try it out. After using this technique, this character immediately regenerates energy from themselves. So we have to attack. The skill increases the attack of an ally and gives them lightning damage. And gives them benediction. Okay, cool. Very cool.
Let's be friends.
Oh my god, she's so cool. Look at her. Look at this. Look at that movement. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, let's give them benediction.
Evils be gone.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, she's so cool. I'm sorry, she's so cool. So will they get benediction for this then, I guess?
To raise your spirits.
And this is support as well.
Omens. Fight as
To
one.
increase the attack boost, right? So she's like a really cool support character. So so is benediction still on Stell right now?
Just a scratch.
Does Stell still have benediction? Let's fast forward this.
Welcome, customers.
Because let's see then. Maybe I got that wrong, the idea of that wrong? Because I thought that when an enemy is attacked with Qingyun, the ally with benediction immediately deals minor electric damage to the same enemy. Is that, am I getting this wrong? Maybe they don't have benediction on them right now. We can try it again.
Take this. Just a scratch.
I'm in no rush.
Let's go.
Seize the moment.
Not too certain on how that works, I'll be honest with you. Not too certain on how it works.
Wonders, good.
But I'm sure you guys could like let me know what I'm doing wrong there. For sure.
Rules are made to be broken. You've outstayed your welcome.
Nice bit of damage there as well.
This is our chance.
Are they like not I thought they weren't taking any damage. Nice little break as well.
Chance.
Her laugh when she does it as well is so crazy. Look at these boosts and attacks like, holy crap. And you can I can see the electric damage and stuff that is going on there, right?
Welcome,
I can definitely see it, 100%. But the other thing I wasn't too sure on.
Time to head to the next stop.
Very cool. Okay, so we have some stuff there as well. I don't want to go up through this stuff because, well, if we can just like go through and like I won't even, you know, look. Wait, we can claim some stuff? Oh, cool. I mean, sure. Sure. And then we have this stuff as well here also. You know what? Because I was wondering why this didn't have the notification on. I wonder if it's because we already checked this out. Yeah, we already checked this out. We did earlier, but I didn't know this was this Fate, right? That's so cool. Because you know what's so funny? I didn't recognize this guy from Fate. Because when I think of Fate, I think of the brown-haired guy. You know what I mean? But this definitely is from Fate. I remember this character design as well. The blonde one as well. They had such cool fight scenes in the stuff we've seen so far. Very cool stuff. Guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you guys all are having a great day, a great life. I am having an absolute blast with this game. I really am. And we're going to be heading into doing a lot more stuff in this game soon. But now I want to say thank you so much to Never Can Pay the Gangster on Patreon for being so cool. That means Typhar2, Jamie Bull, Jonathan Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, Yuld, Radish, Shanusta, Death Trap, Link Smarky, Assassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Heck, Leon, High Casparian, Jared Beanham, and to the highest tier of my YouTube, Royal Gamer 7 and Blasco. And see you all so soon. Bye-bye.